Ladies and gentlemen, this is Commander Scorpius. If you're here, you survived yet another week. Welcome to Sunday. Welcome to a bank holiday in the United Kingdom of wonderness and stability. And oh god, it didn't rain here. But the grass it gets ever so long and damp. So I was thinking I shall mow the lawn, and I looked at it and went, I shall not mow the lawn. It was like, it's too wet. It's just too wet. I was thinking maybe I should get a goat. Maybe that'll work. Oh crap. I'm going to try and dock. I don't know if you can see my fuel over on that side. I've not got a lot left because on Thursday I did a stream. Oh, I think I'm close enough. Thursday I did a stream and whoa, crumbs. And it was yeah, so I ended the stream by testing out how far and how fast we could get this Python MK2 to fly, and I might have run out of fuel, and I'm so low on fuel right now. It's very close, so I might not make it even now. Oh. Okay, one sec. So if you can't hear Jan and Connor, I will sort this out. I did the stupid thing of updating my Elgato Wavelink software, and it's gone and broken everything. It's like, Wavelink, you know, when Windows does its thing and does an update, it's like, you're not supposed to say, hold my beer. Oh no!
Landing gear deployed.
No!
Landing gear
I've got no thrust! I am this close from the landing pad, and I'm out of fuel, so it won't go. There they are. Well, that's not helping. It's going sideways now. I'm going to just clunk into everything. Well, this is the situation we find ourselves in now. Right, so apparently you can't hear Jan and Connor. Let me just see if I can fix this, because I can hear them, so that means it's going through, but it might be... Can you speak? What? Voice? Why aren't you going through voice chat? Why is...
Warning, shield generator.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, they exploded me while I'm trying to sort out the voice. Right, so to start with, let me just say hello to people while we sort all of this out. Oh dear. Oh, I don't know why it puts the hype train stuff above. So who was before you, Jan? In yeah, that's the problem. Right, so let me sort this out. So Terakov 07 to you. I'll come back to the top. So happy. You can't just come in and say you all smell. That means you're not just insulting me, you're insulting everyone in chat. That's really not cricket now, is it? Fearless 07 to you, how you doing, matey? And Valor, thank you for that resub. Thank you so much for that, my friend. 11 months, that is fantastic. Thank you so much. Wackoworld, hi, how you doing? Welcome on in, your first time chat. Pro Rock. Happy? Why aren't you happy? I'm mostly happy. Connor's in here, but we've got to sort the audio out because apparently you can't hear them. And J26, how you doing? Salutations to you as well. Loot Bro 7 to you as well, my friend. How are you doing? Let me just sort that out. And what else we got? And oh, Valor, thank you for the bits as well. That's really kind of you. Commander Andreo Enari. Goat or sheep will do. Yes, I suppose a sheep will do it. I think we have to worry about goats eat more than just grass, don't they? They go bonkers. Dan Technic, how you doing? Evening to you. Jan, there's no point talking. They can't hear you right now. I was going to sort this out. Tans, how you doing? Garasu07, Hawker TV, how you doing, matey? Who else have we got? Wintermute. Oh my goodness, so many of you. Wintermute, come on in, everybody. Come on in. How you doing, my friendy? Terakov said Terakov. Andy K57. Hello to you. Log in, log out. Maybe. Tragic Blue. It's too late, really, isn't it? It's too late. We will see how much the rebuy is, though. That'll be an interesting thing. So, Toby Toolbag, how are you doing? Fuel Rats. This has never happened to me before. I've never gotten inches from landing. So, let this be a lesson to me. Oh, dear. Gary Haverfield, how are you doing? 07 to you as well. And I think that's everybody for now. If you speak, I will try and say hello. Let's see if we can sort this bloody thing out, because the audio is supposed to be mixing. So, Jan, can you try saying something? Because I think what's happening is this stupid software, and it really is stupid. Voice meter, that's supposed to be going out through there. It could be that. Right, let me see. Let me see if it's down to Discord not sending the audio out to the right place. Everything else is bloody working fine. I can hear you. Output device going to default. Right, I need you to go out to... See, it's got all of these different channels that you can send your audio out to. But when they update their software, they lose them all. It's like, guys, why you do this? Wavelength game? No. Wavelength... Where is the voice? Wavelength system? Music? No. Voice. Right, let's see if that works. Can you speak?
All right, then.
Right, but can people
if
hear
he
you?
wants us to.
Yeah.
Can
we
you
be
be
heard?
heard now? Say something.
What?
We
Yeah,
are
we
being
Yes,
heard,
they
yes.
can
We
hear
are.
you. That's better.
Right.
Right, so you should be able to be heard now. So sorry about that. You know when you get everything set up, it's like, oh, there's been a Windows update. Oh, better check the audio. That's fine. Okay. And I speak. I had to sort out my microphone, but then I can see inside of Discord that the audio is coming out. So okay, so everything else should be fine. Nope. The voices in Discord not coming through. Great. Oh God. Well, I suppose it's been a week for it, hasn't it? So, like, we've had a weird week. We've had ups and downs. It's been a bloody roller coaster this week, has.
Mm.
Right, what's the rebuy on this? So, total to pay because I did some engineering. Next to nothing. Oh my God. Oh, and I've got
And,
a
and legal
transfer.
costs, you know. Yes, 600 credits.
Oh, dear, oh dear. So yeah, it's been up and down, hasn't it? We've got some things that have happened this week. One, Frontier put their prices up. I don't know how big a problem that is. Personally, like I was going to buy a skin for a Cobra that was doing some filming for, and it was just too expensive for me for that. I'd already bought a load of other stuff though, so I just thought for one skin, for me, that was too expensive. But I can't say with one hand that we should be paying Frontier more money, and then in the other hand complain about giving them money. So maybe they are going to rebalance these values. I don't know. I'm going to leave that to Frontier to sort that out. Yes, the other thing, the wonderful HellDivers, the darling of the games market right now. It was like all these other companies were doing microtransactions wrong. They were doing gameplay wrong. The company themselves, Arrowhead, even said when their servers were overwhelmed, don't buy our game yet. Let us sort this out, because the pressure of you guys trying to connect is actually stopping us from actually getting things started. So people gave Arrowhead so much leeway, and it turned out to be so worth it, because the game was really good, really solid, really good fun, and the microtransactions that are in there are not necessary. You don't really need to spend any more money if you don't want to, and even if you do, it doesn't give you an advantage that you can't get in-game, and you've still got to earn the things that you bought. So you can't just buy a set of skins, set of armor, set of weapons. You've got to earn them, spend medals, and sometimes it's quite a lot. So it was the darling of the games community and everything. And then Sony comes along and says, right, yeah, nice game you got there. Shame if we put our Doc Martens on and ruined it for you. Yes, and then you can see someone like Monty Burns just sitting there going, excellent, Excellent. We've got them all in now. What, from even countries that don't support our PSN network? Right, well, never mind. We'll make a mandatory PSN sign-in. You have to sign in with us, even though you signed in with Steam. Now, let's just put something out here right now. There are plenty of games that have got these multiple sign-ins. They're always horrible, but you've got, like, EA have got their own, and that has actually been a barrier for me to not want to play certain EA games. There was, Ubisoft had their one.
Star Trek Bridge Crew, yeah.
Star Trek Bridge Crew. Like, that Ubisoft's login launcher was so buggy, so trash, that, like, so you'd logged in via Steam, but you couldn't start the game because of their trash tier launcher and account system. All right, so Sony have got more experience in this, but so that's fine, I suppose. But so you can say, well, Sony knows what they're doing, so it's okay. You log in with Sony, and they know who you are. In fact, you don't even need to log in. You've linked your account. You sent Sony your data. Wait, what?
Exactly.
What's this? Oh, Sony has been hacked again. Let's see. So this is HelpNet Security. I don't know how good this site is, but Sony has been hacked again. So this happened. So data for sale.
Yes.
Your user data for sale. So that's a thing that happens. So, and then they got breached in 2011.
7 times in total since 2011.
Yeah, so
times.
your personal information and passwords, so they must have been storing the passwords in either an extremely lightly encrypted way, or they were plain frickin' text. Like idiots. Like, no one should store your passwords in plain text. And then they got, in 2014, there was another hack. Sony Pictures. So that was when they did the thing about that comedy, wasn't it? They got hacked then. So Sony are not perfect at all. So they're saying, yeah, but you've got to have an account with us. What if we don't want to? What if to protect ourselves, we don't want to?
They cited it's for safety and security reasons.
I know.
Little thing. I mean, this is Sony. Hacked 7 times since 2011, and they say it's for safety and security reasons that you give us all of your information. Yeah,
it's like, do they even know what we're talking about? So they're like, yes, they must have an account with us and link their Steam account. So I'm not sure what linking your Steam account actually gives them. Now, is it only Sony games that they can see, or is it all your games? Can they see your entire library and your personal information? I've no idea what Steam sends them, and they want to do it so that they can ban players who are causing harassment and bullying and things like that. But hang on a minute. So that means that you can be banned on a PC for something you did on a PlayStation. What about turning over a new leaf? The PC is often seen as the more grown-up kind of platform anyway.
Uh-huh.
So why is that even a thing that can happen? It's like, and so the community is quite rightfully up in arms, and there are some people who just don't get it. They don't get why is this a big deal? Just link your account, takes you 10 seconds, and if you haven't got an account, create one, takes 10 seconds. It's not the point. It is not the point. The point is, your information security is by and large your own responsibility. So who you give your information out to is mostly on you. So if you had a choice to not give your information to Sony beforehand on your Steam platform, then that's a valid choice. But they're saying that it was there from the beginning, and they're gaslighting people. They're saying, no, it was there from the beginning. I mean, I guess it was. I've seen a screenshot of it. They're saying it was there from the beginning, but we relaxed the rules because we couldn't get it working on day one. Cunning, though, right? That they relax the rules, you get past your refund period, and then they bring it in. Now, Steam are allowing refunds for some people. So I don't know if that's just the people in the countries that have enjoyed playing the game, who have got experience in the game now. They've got achievements, and they've enjoyed this game. But because that country has no PSN support, no, you cannot play anymore. You're not playing anymore. So it's like, holy shit, Sony, you're the bad guys. Sony, you are the bad guys. We just want to play games. You're getting in the way. And it kind of like makes everything else just like, you think about it, it's like, how many of these have we just freaking accepted, right? You want to play Sea of Thieves, right? Well, you have to have a Microsoft account connected to your Steam. I don't think it actually needs to be connected. You just log in with your Microsoft account, don't you?
Well, that's because Sea of Thieves has its servers in the whole Xbox
Yeah.
at Microsoft sort of ecospace.
Yeah, but Microsoft aren't Sony, and they haven't done some of the stuff that Sony has. So it's like, what are you doing?
Well,
they're not equal comparisons.
You're required to link your Sea of Thieves to Microsoft. That's always been
just the game.
But you don't need to log in.
Yeah, I mean,
you need to log into Microsoft to play Sea of Thieves.
However, you have to connect your Steam account to Frontier.
Oh, for this, yes.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So like, how are these things even equal? Are all companies the same? Like, I would trust Frontier over Sony any day of the week. I don't think that they're on a massive data gathering mission and they're going to sell my data off, or they're going to get hacked and I'm going to lose it all. It just really, like, I don't think any of it's a fair comparison. For someone as big as Sony to come on in and say, yes, it was always going to be this way. All right, Sony, well, why didn't you do it for No Man's Sky? That's published by you.
They soft published No Man's Sky. I mean,
yeah.
You know, technically, thank God, it's still Hello Games that published it.
Yeah.
But they had so much backing from Sony, but they remained independent, luckily.
Yeah.
But yes, there's cross-platform play in that for a very long time. No any problems, you know.
So this
I don't see a need to go around banning people that would require Sony's interference in a game like No Man's Sky. So what's this nonsense argument about needing to ban people in HellDivers?
Oh, what's that, Grippy Gecko?
Why would you need that?
So Grippy Gecko says, once I was considering entering a competition that had links to Sony. In the terms, they had you agreed to give them a non-exclusive right to your likeness, which they could alter and use for any purposes in perpetuity. You did not enter.
Yes. Well, I know that some places have a requirement for a photo to make a PlayStation Network account. Either an actual photo you just taken or ID. Send them a picture of your ID. Yeah, that's happening.
I don't think so.
To prove that you're old enough, you see. To prove that you're old enough.
It's a freaking video game.
Data.
It's a video game. Like I've got nephews who play HellDivers. It's as part of the family. I've played with them, and it's been a very wholesome thing. We're blowing each other to chunky kibbles. It's hilarious. And they've had a really good time. If they had to provide, I don't think HellDivers is age gated though, is it? I don't know.
It is. I think is it rated mature? I don't know.
I don't know either. Right, let's see. So HellDivers right now has got a. Let's have a look at the reviews. Where's the reviews? How do I see the reviews?
But you go to the store
on the store page.
Yeah.
Store page. Let's have a look at it. So it's getting a drudging, overwhelmingly negative now.
It's very impressive.
Yeah, where's that graph?
It was like 250,000 when I last looked.
Where's the graph?
Top corner show graph.
Oh, top. Where?
Down by the reviews, underneath the number of reviews.
Show graph. Here we go. Okay, let's have a look. Jesus. So this is when the game came out. So these negative reviews are about not being able to get servers and everything. This is just this last couple of days. Allianz, thank you for the follow. This is just the last couple of days. 181,000 negative reviews. And rightfully so. But look at this chart. It's like... I'm going to do my review right now in front of you all. Where do I do my review?
It's very impressive.
Creators
Oh,
say...
you scroll back up.
You
just
scroll
under
back
the
up, yeah.
trailer bits there.
All right.
Down a bit. It says somewhere.
Review.
Review.
I love this game. It's fantastic. Well balanced and well thought out. Made by developers who care. Then along comes Sony and ruins it while they are what's it? So while they are what's the word? Enforcing
Bastards.
a connection between Steam and PSN, I cannot recommend. And so the not recommended.
Make sure you click the down arrow there. Yes, there you go. Just get another one in there.
Right, so there's my review. The CEO of Arrowhead has said to do this.
Yes.
What's he done now?
The community manager has said to do this.
He just said something a bit on the border. Is happy there.
Happy, calm it down, dude. Calm it down.
We know. Breathe, Happy.
Yeah,
breathe.
calm it down. That's 2 messages you've got to remove.
Put the Joker smile on your face with your fingers.
Just relax. You don't need to be. Don't need
We
to be
know.
an edgelord.
Happy's got more hours in HellDivers than any of us.
Yeah.
I've got 170.
Yeah, so
He's got nearly 300 hours, I think.
But
So,
like
yes.
we're all angry as well.
It hurts.
I'm
It
furious
does.
about it. Like we've been enjoying HellDivers for the last couple of weeks. We play it very regularly, so we're all very, very angry
I
about
haven't
this.
played it since this announcement, actually.
Yeah.
I just haven't.
Oh, it's just what's the point? We may as well wean ourselves off of it and play something else. It's
Until
I'm
this is
makes me
sorted out.
so angry, so
It
angry
might
about
be
this.
sorted out.
Right. Well, we're not going to ban Happy for that. He's just he's upset about this, and I can
But
totally
yeah,
understand
the
it.
thing that annoys me the most about this whole business is I used to play City Heroes, you see.
Mhm.
And in 2014, that was forcibly shut down by NCSoft for corporate reasons.
Yeah.
Because they were facing a hostile takeover and they had to pull in all of their tendrils abroad to consolidate their base at home to fend off this hostile takeover. And so they thought, well, City of Heroes, it's in America, we don't need that. So they just closed it down. Now, and we tried our best to sort of like petition all sorts, of made no difference. But then when the City of Heroes, it was found out that someone was running it on a private server a couple of years ago, and it was the actual copy of the game that was leaked from the developers at the time, and it's gone to all these private servers. NCSoft didn't do anything because they knew at the time that it was actually an unpopular thing with the players. So they've let these private servers go, and they're like, you can play it now, and they've reached an agreement for it. But that is, although they have a legendary ability to close MMOs down, NCSoft, they've done it about 5 times. That shows that they at least care about the players. Sony don't give a shit. It's like
it seems like they don't care.
we want the PlayStation numbers, the sign-up numbers for our end-of-year reports. So our shareholders say, "Aren't we doing well, everybody?" And in this case, Arrowhead do care because they make games. They don't sell games. They make games.
Yeah.
So they care about games. Sony just care about profits.
The
That's
people
the
at
thing.
Arrowhead have spent the last 7 years of their life making HellDivers 2 and making it into the brilliant game that it is. And HellDivers 2 had hardly any marketing. All of the millions of players that play HellDivers 2 now play it off the back of its quality, off the back of its fun and the recommendations and things.
Word
And
of
Sony,
mouth. Word
Sony
of mouth
is like
recommendation.
taking this. What they should do is like relax and say, yeah, it's all right, we didn't realize that it wasn't in all these countries, people all around the world. They should take a step back, be magnanimous, and relax this. Say we wanted to do this, we couldn't do it to start with, but we want you to have fun more than anything. It's supposed to be about fun. Because here's the other thing, right? Who remembers Games for Windows, the service? Who remembers that?
Oh God, yes.
There was a bunch of games which have since gone off the shelf and no one's developing them anymore. Had hooks inside them for their security and for their achievements and everything, using the Games for Windows library. So, as with all these things, it is a client and a group of servers. The client is built into your game, so your game says, right, we've gone into this room, or I want to authenticate the player, and that says to the client bit, I'm going to go to this IP address or range of IP addresses, or to a load balance server, and say, is this person able to play the game? And it responds back with, yes. Okay, fantastic, happy days. And then there'll be another one where you get an achievement. It'll send a message out to the server, say, you got this achievement, great, I'll put it on his thing, come back again. If these servers aren't there, this client doesn't work. It errors. So any game which had got Games for Windows built into it, after Microsoft shut it down, they do not work anymore. They cannot work anymore. You'd have to hack the guts out of the code and make them just not make it so they didn't do that bit. So that means you've got a dodgy version of the software. Who knows what else has been added to that executable. Resident Evil 5. Now it can run without it. Yeah, they will probably have to deploy a new version of it. But there's certain games I've got in my Steam library which don't run now because they've got Games for Windows. So the point is this. That's Microsoft. They moved off to a different thing. Now they've got the Xbox experience, whatever it's freaking called. Sony could do the same thing. They could do the exact same thing. They could say, oh, they could do an Atari. Or they could do a Sega and say, oh yeah, we're not in the games hardware business anymore. We're going to shut down all of our servers and just make games as a games company. Well, guess what? They've shut down their servers. And you can look at this and go, they would never do that. Companies do this all the time. They do it all the time. So anytime you build in a dependency on a third party, you better hope to all hell that that third party keeps working. Otherwise, your dependency is not satisfied. Oh, what's that? I remember back in the day, I used to play Fallout 3 Game of the Year, and you had to install Games for Windows Live. GTA 4 had the same issue as well. I remember when Bethesda had a games launcher. All of these companies who want their own launcher, but they're not going to keep supporting them forever. Oh, anyway. Hey, Ethnification, how you doing? And Kirikinji, how you doing, matey? I'm going to try something. I'm going to try something.
Loony.
I'm going to see. This might not be close enough. I'm going to see if the Super Duper drive can get me into the sun, because it trips you out. Well, let's see how well they've done the physics.
Well, this is what a beta's for.
Yeah. Oh, in fact, actually, let me target that. I'll get behind me. I'll put a bit more distance between me and the star. Let's see if the Super Duper drive can actually actually do this stupid thing. But yes, let's do something fun, because I'm really angry about all of this. It's really upsetting. Yeah. Because we had a good thing going. And all companies are susceptible to this. Oh, how on earth do I pronounce that? The Chibala Dailu. Is that how you pronounce that? Welcome! Thank you for the follow there. Hopefully I've got that right.
I don't know. Chipidaloo. Yes.
Oh dear. Right, but yeah, it makes me so upset. And not all companies... Hey, Jude! Not all companies are immune to this. You know, Frontier could also do this. I don't think they will. But have I tried going to the Titan Cloud? I haven't.
Interesting point, actually.
Oh, you can never... I've seen that. I've seen that. If anybody's in... Well, it'd have to be somebody in the beta, because this is still... I'm still in the beta. Hopefully the only thing which will shut down Elite is when the 4 horsemen come riding over the horizon.
That's what I think, pretty much, yeah.
You can't wait for Starship Simulator. Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
they are
met
totally
them.
up front. Yeah, I'm so down with the community there.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to try and boost into the star. Oh, missed it. Damn it.
How could you miss the star? It's huge.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Did you go back in time though? You were very close.
I was very close. Holy crap! There. Is that the stuff? I went a bit far there.
Yeah.
Let's get a bit closer.
So
I'll when we start getting a bit closer to it, I'll do that. Yeah. So I actually got to meet the developers of Starship Simulator at PitCon. They're absolutely lovely people. Absolutely lovely.
Yeah, that's true. Only Scorps could play chicken with a thing that doesn't move and lose.
A miss, yeah. Alright. Let's go faster, faster, faster. Right, let's try again. Oh my goodness. It's actually... Let's go faster. Oh, I want to get closer. Oh no!
Yeah.
Go! Damn it! I had to miss that. So what's that? So I thought I'd play it. Takes two the other night. You hit the Origins theme as well as Multi-Log Nightmares as well. It's like when they put these things in the way, I think they all hate Steam. They love it as a marketplace, but they all secretly want it for themselves. Right, so Steam has built up goodwill over the last, God knows, 20 odd years. Like, when did Half-Life 2 come out? And the Orange Box? Because that's when it really took off, isn't it?
Must have been late 90s.
Yeah. Well, if you can search for it, I think...
Let's have a look.
I think Half-Life 2... Half-Life 1 was 90s. Half-Life 2 was 2004. Yeah, that sounds... That passes the smell test.
Yeah. Well,
right,
the initial release of the Orange Box was 2007. But yeah, Half-2 was 2004.
Oh! Whoa! Oh, okay. It didn't let me in. There was a physical barrier.
Yes.
Right, so it didn't let me in. See where it did that? It went weird. See, I had an idea. If I can get inside the center of the star by using the Super Duper drive, then I want to do it on a black hole.
You loony.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Black hole would be even harder to spot.
Nearest one's Maya, but you know.
Oh, I could try and go there.
Well, if you can't get into a star, you'll get into a black hole.
Oh, I think we should go to Maya and have a look. See if how far's Maya?
200. Is it? I can't remember.
Maya, Maya, here I go again.
400. There you go.
We can make it. I do have a...
Depends which side of the bubble you're on, yeah.
Do I have a thingy now? Fuel skip. Yes, I do have a 4A.
Yeah,
can we get the Super Drive?
Jump range is not awesome though on that, is it?
It isn't, but I did engineer it.
You did. You pimped
it. It is 15 jumps. Yeah, but for science, this is worth it.
That's not bad.
Right. So while I'm jumping there, we'll
if you
have
jump,
a crack
that's
at it.
about 13 minutes.
Yeah. So, the whole thing about like games companies, it's for publishers really. The games companies themselves, the developers of the games, the people who actually put the work in and want to make a great experience, they are the good guys. Like, sometimes they're not. Sometimes you've got some dodgy ones like that, the Day Before company. Like, you can sometimes find them as the baddies. But more often than not, the developers, if they're spending multiple years on a piece of software, if it's an independent company or a company that's got a good team, because it's normally like when we've got like a company that's been bought out by like one of the big companies, and they've just been... they just get given crap work, and or they'll have a successful project and then that particular company will get dissolved by EA just because their bottom line and stuff. So when you find a good company like Arrowhead and other companies like Ghost Ship Games and like they're really good companies, and like Coffee Stain, when you get companies like that who truly believe in their product, Frontier as well. Frontier they tried to become the publisher that they never had. I honestly believe that.
Yeah.
They wanted to be the good publisher. But because there are so many bad ones. Yeah, and Kerbal getting shit canned. So what the hell?
Yeah, that's true as well. Just heard about that one the other day.
Yeah, so I mean that's had a tempestuous journey. So it got bought by another company. I think it was Take-Two, and then they fired everyone and brought their own people in. I think Kerbal's been canned.
I'll find it. Yeah, I'll find an article.
So Kerbal 2 has been annihilated.
They have stated that Kerbal 2 is safe, but we'll see.
We'll see. Well, Obsidian
it sounds like
made a
empty
video about it.
statements to me.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, this is. Oh, Scrub Ghost, thank you. You're up at stupid o'clock. You tune in for the first time. Oh, that makes me happy. Welcome on in. Don't get yourself into any trouble though. Like staying up stupid o'clock on my behalf. Oh, and Toby, thank you for gifting that sub. That's really kind. Yeah, Kerbal's a brilliant game. Like the original Kerbal, like I'm rubbish at it, but of course, no one's going to be surprised hearing that. But like you got people like Scott Manley made their YouTube career based on Kerbal.
Yeah.
Using it
officially cancelled.
Yeah.
But realistically,
they laid off everyone that was making the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
To start with.
So
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of money for them to keep on developing. Because they're going to have to hire a whole new studio if they want to keep people going.
Oh, I hope next system has got a Scoopable star.
Ow. Are you going to run out of fuel for the second time this stream?
Yeah. Please have a Scoopable. Let's see what we got. No, it's not. L.
I'll stop it then.
Is there a Scoopable star anywhere nearby? Oh my god.
Oh, there's a horrible little flat layer just there. You've dropped into it. If you go 10 light years up or down, you'll be out of it.
What's this? What's he say? What kind of star
No
are
fuel
you?
rats in the beta.
No, L.
True.
Brown Dwarf. What are you? You are...
Lupe is unlikely to be a...
Oh no, it's 2 jumps. No. What are you? Are you Scoopable?
Well, do you know if you actually... Never mind. Say if you change the map, so if you showed the colours of the stars.
No, this is bad. Oh god. What are you? No! Right. Here we go. We're going there. Oh god!
You could have gone to bed here. That's not going to be one either. But
Too early for bed here. Right.
you're in the indesit system, are you?
Right, I need to fuel.
Yes.
Star type filter.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You should probably do that.
That's the default that I have mine set to all the time.
Yeah, so that'll be a thing. Let's see if they can catch me. Days excited us. You forgot the KGB phone.
Mnemonic. In the old days, long ago, it was called "Oh, be a fine girl, kiss me." Now,
Yeah, that's problematic.
There was an N at the end. Yeah, that's what it was though. But people say KGB phone. That's a good way to remember it. It's not the correct
It's
size
not in order.
but the mnemonic tells you just which ones are.
A mnemonic is supposed to just be an easy way to remember it. It's not the real mnemonic. It's not in the right order.
For this, you only want to know if it's scoopable, not which is bigger. So that's fine. KGB phone is good.
Yeah. It's not OCD. It's CDO. The letters have to be in the correct order.
Warning.
Oh, JJ. Oh.
What's that? What have I missed?
KGB foam. Well, that's how Novichok was administered.
I don't get that. What's Novichok?
It's nerve gas.
Oh. Oh my god.
Nerve agent. Nerve agent, yes.
The Starcast filter is bugged in live. Ah! Why? Fix your shit, Frontier.
It works most of the time.
Big giant killer monkeys.
Killer monkeys, yes. Something like that, yes.
Right, I've got petrol. But let's go. Let's do the thing with my
Petrol? Is it petrol or cheese?
cheese.
You got cheese or petrol?
No. Maya, here we go again. Oh yeah, let me avoid. So star type. Where is that? It used to be a thing that I could easily do.
I know.
It's
does
in
irritate me.
it's in the third one of the third filter down there.
What? Realistic?
The blue one.
This one?
Player data or something.
What? Why?
I don't know. I don't know the.
Yes, that's it.
There we go. And then at the bottom of the sub.
No, not that one.
That's not it.
No,
That's...
one up.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh.
second
Federation data or
sub-menu.
something. Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Pilot's Federation button, the one with the wings.
Yeah, with the wings. Try that one.
Right. So star type's down here. Right, it's set to
Yeah.
KGB phone. It's just not applying.
You gotta go at the bottom. Say apply filter to root.
Yeah. No, there you go. Now, why didn't it do that automatically?
And then now recalculate the root.
Yeah, replot it, be fine. I wonder why the stars looked a bit bland.
Yeah, and it's like it's been a few times now recently since that new UI, the new UI, it's been out for ages, has been updated. I've gotten closer to run out of fuel. Granted, sometimes it's been because I didn't put a fuel scoop on.
Yeah, that's what Terekov said. He said it just doesn't apply to the route. So. YouTube news and things. So I'm working on a video. I'm running way behind on it, but it should be a nice, fun video. But also, I've been taking the VODs from the streams and put them onto YouTube, so people can enjoy them and come back to them later on. Because after a short amount of time on Twitch, they get deleted. So that's the thing. So I'm putting them onto YouTube for posterity. Yeah, it's a good place to store them if you need them.
Even though I hate doing that for the cheesiness of it, like because it is literally helping me to get my my watch hours up, so I can remain like it's a partner on YouTube. It's ridiculous. Oh, Spooky, I'm glad you do. So after this stream's finished, so tomorrow I'll probably put this one up. And Darkstar UK, how are you doing? Yes, it was nothing to do with that, nothing at all. I blame the software.
Yes, of course.
Oh dear. So yes, let's cheer ourselves up with some silliness tonight, because like there's been too much bad stuff. We also lost. Oh, what's his name? I've forgotten his name. The actor. Oh, I've got a terrible name for actors. Terrible memory for actors' names. But the guy at the Lord of the Rings.
Bernard Hill?
Yeah.
Yosser. Kiss a job, Yosser.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a shame. He wasn't that old either.
Depends on your point of view.
Yeah, King Theoden. He was only, what, 70 something?
79.
79.
That's
it's nothing.
Biblical. He's grown 10 biblical years, isn't it?
It's still nothing. Like,
it's still nothing in today's world, I guess. But it's it's up there. And,
but yeah, so
probably a few miles on the clock.
Raise a cold one to Bernard Hill. It's a shame.
Drive charging.
Wait, how many more jumps have we got? 10 jumps. That doesn't take as long. Yes. So yeah, so we've had some rubbishy news that's been coming out. So the whole thing with HellDivers, which is more of a shock than anything else. It's like, how dare you, Sony? How very dare you, arrogant arseholes. This just goes to show, like, how little they think of you. A big company like that, they don't care about you. They don't care about games. They just care about product and money. It's all they give a shit about. They don't care if you're enjoying the game. They just want you to buy it, consume next product.
Warning, temperature critical.
And this is one of the things that Yannick's has been worrying about, like, because it's easy for any company to do this, to start being abusive. Like, he's got a different way of approaching it to me, but the core message is the same. You know, you can't trust companies, so either don't put them in a position where trust is needed, or find a good company. But even then, you know, like, we thought Arrowhead were a good company, and they are. But they are basically under the control of Sony, and Sony decided now's the time to be a monster. I did like that the community have risen up against it, and like the new enemy has surfaced. So you've got the bugs, the robots, and Sony.
Yeah. It's the memes. It just lends itself so well to the memes.
I mean, that's true. You are not the customer, the shareholders are the customer.
Yeah.
It's the wrong way round. The wrong way round.
But it's the YouTube mindset, you see. They don't care about the creator. They care about wringing the creativity out of them for advertising revenue, and then they ditch them.
I think the thing is that
Same
YouTube
deal with a lot of
hasn't been.
software publishers.
YouTube hasn't been. I don't think it's ever been profitable.
Drive charging.
Don't buy their games. The thing is, I didn't know that they were going to do this. Like, I have a PlayStation downstairs which I use. Hey, Wilco's, thank you for the follow. I have a PlayStation I use. I don't use it. I don't buy games from the store anymore, but I do buy games occasionally. I don't buy games from the digital store because it's a rip-off. The prices they charge is unbelievable. Oh dear, when do they become baddies?
I knocked up a meme today. HellDivers meme with the condescending Wonka thing.
You're a bit quiet, Jack.
Yeah, all right. Right.
You're whispering.
Am I? Sorry. I'll tell you what it said. It's it's because it's condescending Wonka one, and it reminded me of the whole City of Heroes day when we did the same kind of thing. So I did this one, and it says, "So you published a game where players are told to defend freedom and liberty. Tell me again what happened when you threatened their freedom and liberty."
Yeah.
So I mean that's exactly it. This is exactly what you'd expect this player base to do.
Kaitek, the Sony store is a rip-off. Absolutely rip-off. And if you search for things on the store like that are on sale, things like that, the first thing that comes up is a load of DLC.
Oh yeah.
It's insane. Ah, dear. So
that's exactly it, Profane Pagan. It's coming right up to the end of the year, and they want to look good for the shareholders, so they want a big spike in PlayStation Network's new sign-ups, and they go, "Aren't we doing well, everybody?" But that's blown out of the water because these people will have seen all this debacle and they'll know it's not true. So it's a waste of time for them trying that one.
But the players being upset is not going to make a single bit of difference, because they know full well that we'll cry about it to start with, but we'll just accept it because we love the game. And we love the devs because they've been fantastic, and they've dealt with every problem that's been thrown their way with grace and good humor. That's the thing.
There was a flaky moment when this was announced, and you could see that the community managers were very much under pressure, I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And they made a few ill-advised comments in the Discords. But it's because they were under pressure. We didn't know how much until they've said a bit more about it since. Yeah. And community managers are always under pressure.
They are.
It's the kind of job where you should take a break every 6 months for psychological reasons, because you're just seeing an endless amount of negatives and criticism against you.
Profane Pagan, I can imagine how terribly depressed and betrayed the devs at Arrowhead must feel. Absolutely. given that like the amount of work that they put into that game over the last 7 years.
Having it basically shut down by a corporate entity that won't listen to what they have to say
Yeah.
is a huge thing.
Well,
I'm sure they feel, well, the devs that can't really say anything, I'm sure they feel horrible about it, and the sort of the higher ups who can say something, I'm sure they're working their asses off to try and get it overturned and do something about it.
That's why they want us to leave the negative reviews, so it gives
Yeah.
them more leverage with Sony.
And the thing is, a lot of people won't understand why this is a big deal. They and that's not their fault. I'm not saying that they're stupid or nothing. It's like they just won't get it. It's just another launcher. We've been so indoctrinated into this idea that, well, having another launcher on your Steam is fine, or connecting your account to another company is fine. It's not fine, because you're giving your details over to another company, especially a company like Sony, who've been hacked so many times. Now, is that because they're an inept company? Possibly for a while ago, but they're the biggest. They're a big company, so thing is, it doesn't add value to the game. It doesn't add anything. And like if you wanted to play,
all it does is take stuff away from
it. Does, yeah. So if all you wanted to do was play with other people on the PlayStation and you're playing on PC, then I can understand it. Then I can totally understand it. Connect to the Sony thing, because then you can see your friends. Although, oddly, we don't need that with No Man's Sky. Oddly. Huh.
Yeah, and Darkstar said Son's got a PS5 and building a PC to game on. Because the PC subscription is just too damn expensive. And Steam and Epic have there's 1,000 games that he can play without having a PS5 subscription. That's the thing.
Oh, what did I just find? Is Father Bill here? Just sort of thing. Say hi to Father Bill. How you doing, buddy? One thing that Sony has eliminated 177 areas where PSN is not allowed. Yep. That's right. That's a huge part of the player group eliminated.
Do you know, I've seen a post from someone who is in Ukraine, you see, and they said that they contacted Sony and said, how can I play this? And they said, well, the only way that you can play it is through the console itself. Setting a thing up, setting a sort of account thing through the console, because you can't do it online in these countries. You can do it through the console. So basically that means that people who've already paid for a game in these victimized countries now have to pay to get a PS5 console to play the game.
That's disgusting.
Isn't it?
That's
and
disgusting.
The one thing you don't do at the moment is pick on people in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Especially because one of the because their number of PSN available countries just went up by 4. It went up from 69 to 73 just the other day. And one of the countries that they've just allowed is Russia, and so they're victimizing Ukraine, and they've just made the PSN available in Russia. That's a nuclear bomb happening there.
Hopefully not.
That is. Well, no, not real one. Thank God.
Yeah. So Kirkinchi makes a good point.
PR. Ugh.
Yeah, Kirkinchi makes a good point. So now, unwittingly, you might have been before unwittingly, but like you are now subject to Sony's terms of service, whether you want to or not, whether you agree with them or not. You bought the game, and you perhaps weren't subject to Sony's terms and service, but now you are.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Yeah, Baltic states, true. That's Yamix couldn't set one up.
I think Latvia's all right. I think Lithuania is.
I think it was certainly Lithuania, and I think Estonia as well. I don't know about Latvia, but yeah, the Baltic states are probably.
Yeah, so that'll be a thing. Maybe it was because Yamix did a bad review of it, and Sony like, we're not having any of that.
Yeah.
Oh dear. It's so Latvia can't play it now. Ooh, that's a pretty star.
That's a good point, Melter. Yeah, you don't need a new bloody console every time a new version of Gran Turismo comes out.
Oh yeah, sod that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting the PS5 Pro when that comes out, but like I don't play anything on the PlayStation anymore.
No.
Like everything's on my PC.
That is true. It's his
Ooh.
thing, Yamix.
Oh,
Being,
Yamix is all
being
right.
the bad reviewer.
Let's not pick on Yamix. We're not picking on him.
Oh, yeah, that's next door. Is Asterope. You're nearly there.
Yeah, I use my PS4 as a media center. I use it to watch YouTube videos on my TV and to watch Netflix, Amazon, and so on. So yeah, that's all I use mine for. Occasionally, I'll play a game. Occasionally, but they're never as good as what's on the PC. Too much jobs. Never had a PlayStation, and after this, you never will. I don't blame you.
I had a PS1 and a PS2. I stopped at that point.
Yeah, PS2 back in the day, and PS1 back in the day. Like it was a DVD player as well.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
But they keep doing anti-consumer level stuff.
It was. I think was it the PS3 wasn't backwards compatible?
Nope, wasn't.
Yeah, that's it. So I thought, well, screw that then.
Mm-hmm. They went for a completely different processor
of games
architecture.
you like playing, and get a new one for that.
Yeah, they built this processor architecture called the Cell processor, and it was a nightmare to code for. Once you figured it out, you could write really fast stuff because it was basically parallel processing. But none of your tooling, none of your engines worked at that point. They didn't work on that platform, so you had to write them from scratch. So bit of a own goal there. So then PS4 I think is x86, same as Xbox One. It's same as your PC. Second-hand PS4, so I could rescue on PlayStation. Got ED on sale, but have to pay for PS Plus. Yeah, that's the other thing. You want to use networking? Yes, I would like to use my network, my internet, to connect to a game server that you don't control. Oh, you want to use networking? Yeah, okay, pay for it. And it ain't cheap.
Yeah, Grippy, you don't have a PSN account yet.
Well,
but
I have one.
Sony will get round to asking you to have one because you've got a phone. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. I have one, but I don't want to link my account to it. I don't want to.
No.
I don't see why I should.
Exactly. Why should you? Why should you have a console account if you're playing games on a PC?
I absolutely hate it.
It was never a requirement for No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't officially publish it, but they certainly soft published it, which is why it was released in such a shitty state, because they had to push it out too soon to please Sony.
Yeah.
They've remained independent ever since, and thank God they have. It's gone from strength to strength. Yes, Pro Rock, exactly.
So I need to get my Discovery scanner. It's not currently down.
And a lot of people will do exactly that.
What's that?
Logging off from HellDivers on the 6th to leave the servers empty.
The thing is, there will be players who don't. There'll be players who don't care or don't understand what the big deal is. And what, I'm not going to blame them. I'm not going to.
No,
nothing bad. But then Sony won't get the message because they'll see these other players who just don't care.
Well, they've already had 250,000 negative reviews.
Mm-hmm. Would crush any indie game.
What does that tell you?
Crush that game.
250,000.
Right, where's this black hole? Is it here?
Well, it says Maya Black Hole. It says.
Oh, there we go.
On the link.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this was an indie game, like say I wrote a game, and I was wanting to publish it, and I got it on Steam, and it had 250,000 negative reviews. Well, probably I'd get Let's Game It Out looking at it, see what the fuss was about. But apart from that, that's me done. I'm done. No one would touch that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Why? I hated that. Like, so the Oculus. I do have an Oculus, and I had to link it to my Facebook, and I hated doing that. It's just a headset.
Yeah.
Oh, but we want to give you access to our store.
You need the software. You need the software to run it, you see.
Yeah. What if I don't want your store? Yeah, but you need to.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Right,
But it's like
let's go
Nvidia.
shoot back.
Nvidia want you to log in to use the bloody graphics card now.
Oh, they've done that for
with their
ages.
silliness.
Although
Well,
you can
Yeah,
download
I'm
the
not having that
drivers.
on
You can
nonsense.
download the drivers
Yeah.
directly.
Yeah, I don't want GeForce Experience. Ever since they killed Shadowplay, which I loved, I don't want your GeForce Experience. So I just get the drivers, and I'm not interested in that. Thanks, with its data shuttling backwards and forward. Can we collect data? No, you can spin on it.
This is quite far away. Oh my god, I probably should stop because you can already see that it's moving the background.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a bulge there in the
Yeah.
nebula.
Yeah, 5,500 times sound speed of light, and it's still quite far away. There was a way to bypass the meta login. Can't remember now because you got rid of your FS when full support went from Elite. Oh, I see what you mean. When they didn't have the Odyssey VR. So I'm again. This is another thing. So I've got this HP Reverb 2, right? I think it's Reverb 2. It's a really nice headset, but it depends on the Microsoft mixed reality support, which they've already said that they're binning off. So again, a large company like Microsoft, like Sony, like EA, like all these other idiots can choose your destiny. They can say, yeah, that thing that you own, that wasn't cheap, by the way. That thing, yeah, we'll turn it off. But I want to use it. Yeah, we're not supporting it anymore. Is there any alternative? Do I have... No, because it's based on our platform. So you've provided an alternative. No, it's just going to be a paperweight because
Imagine
we
what would happen
said
if
so.
Cars did that.
You fucking what?
You buy a car and they're like, nah, we're not servicing that. Stops dead.
This is what happens when we put complete... Like, when we have no alternative. Imagine your mouse did that. It's like, oh, yeah, no mouse anymore. Windows doesn't support mice anymore. It's touchscreen only. I mean, it's a obviously ridiculous example is for highlighting how ridiculous the claim is.
That's what they're for, yes.
Yeah. Sense. Oh, that's even another thing. That's paywalling off features. You know, they decided that you don't want to they don't want people to drive at high speed anymore, so they can update your car so it doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
That?
Yeah, and it's just creeping. And the more intelligent things like the fridges get in your kitchen, they'll shut off when they say, "Oh, sorry, you can't store alcohol in there. No, that's out of order."
Yeah.
So shut your fridge down.
Oh my god. Yeah, can you imagine that becomes a thing?
Mm.
Yeah, we decided to not let you store alcohol.
Because there's a camera you see in the fridge that watches what you put in. Could be just around the corner. That kind of thing. Horrible.
Oh my god. You guys are driving me to drink. You hope
yes,
that Meta OS goes fully open source. It won't.
Yes, bro. Why is your fridge using 3 gigabytes of internet data a day?
Oh my god. Hey, Sir Sam. What is the main reason people buy consoles, though? Is it exclusive? Is it the price for being lower than full-fledged desktop? Yeah, it's the price. The consoles are like 300, 400 quid. PCs are 1,000.
And it's a different gaming experience.
It is, but you can have the same game. If you had a PC in your living room, you can still have a wireless controller and play your games that way in your living room. So it's just hardware. But the hardware is cheaper and consistent. So whereas PCs, all different specs, and like you never know if a game's going to run well unless your PC is an absolute beast. So you design for a console, it will always work the same.
But they're they tend to be a lot pricier, actually, gaming laptops. Because Jude says people don't need a big desk in a tiny flat, which is true. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you get some laptops, but the laptops can be more expensive if it's a gaming laptop than a standard desk unit.
You can get small PCs now that have got like decent graphics cards in them. They're almost like a console.
Yeah, you can get them built into a TV, and it's just a keyboard sitting in front of the TV.
Yeah, but then if they break, you have to go and troubleshoot. The console's just something you buy and it works.
Valor says, imagine if you had a way to shorten this transit time. Have you seen the amount of fuel I don't have left? I've got a quarter of a tank left because I burned
You want to get there
the fuel.
You're probably going to crash, so it doesn't matter. You'll spawn back at Jameson anyway.
Heard a device, and I want to be the only person in a position to power it off and on. Yeah.
Position of power, indeed.
It's my thing. When did we start allowing companies to take ownership of our stuff? like games, you don't own the game. You own a license to the game, and that can be revoked. Now, we don't care too much about that because very rarely has that happened. But there is a big thing right now for the preservation of games, because it's so hard. Old games, you can find them and find hardware and do some work and get them running. Old consoles just work. They're brilliant. But modern games, anything that's got a server component to it, do you honestly think in 50 years that anyone's going to be playing Elite Dangerous and showing, oh yeah, when I was a kid we used to play this game called Elite Dangerous, oh, can we play it? No, the servers went 30 years ago. It's just not going to happen. I mean, that's unless Frontier do something and say.
That's the thing with City of Heroes, because it was the actual game. It was one of the devs at the time. No one knows who. No one's fessing up to it. Had a private copy of it kept when it was
but the thing
closed
is,
down, and it got out into the wild, and it's now effectively kind of open source.
Yeah, but it's not.
So there are loads of servers running it.
It's not open source, and they don't own the license to it, and they could shut it down if they wanted.
One of the main ones has reached a deal with NCSoft now to just let them carry on with it.
Is it a gentleman's agreement, or is it in black and white?
It's kind of a binding one. Yeah, it is a bit gentleman's, but
right.
The thing is, they know all these servers are there. They've known for ages. And they're not shutting them down. And this one in particular has a deal with them. So
it won't matter, because they will be able, if they wanted to.
Just slap a cease and desist if they want.
Yeah.
But
and why would you want to do that?
For
it doesn't matter, Jan. It doesn't matter. They don't care. This is the thing. So we are equating people to people who like games and say, that's fair enough. You like the game, we'll let you play it. We're equating business people, to people who even give two shits about gaming. They don't. What they will do is, if there was another game that we're making which is close to City of Heroes, say they wanted to make another City of Heroes, they own the license.
But yeah, they've still got the IP.
They could make their own. They'd say, we're investing 5 years of our time into that, and how dare you run that server? You come to us.
Did use the characters from it in one of their MOBA games.
Right,
and it failed spectacularly anyway.
Unless it's in black and white that you have irrevocable license to using this IP, this is always pretty. Then
here we go. The trippy clouds.
Boom. I didn't try and boost into it, did I? I would have missed. But there's no way that you can do it.
It has a huge exclusion zone.
Yeah. So your City of Heroes thing, where if you're thinking that the company is going to work in an altruistic way, you are sorely mistaken.
No, not altruistic. Just as long as it doesn't harm their interests.
They could, on a whim, send cease and desists out. Just look at Nintendo. Look at Disney. They do this.
Oh, it's happened to lots of games that have set up on private servers before.
What's that? You banged into a black hole. That's twice in 2 streams. The 3 things business people look for in gaming: make money, produce the most efficient and controlled product, and that's it. Yeah. And I don't think it used to be. I mean, it was always about making money. Don't get me wrong. During the 80s, there were so many budget games that were on tape, and they were bought by kids for $1.99, and often they were made by a kid in their bedroom
Yeah.
who sent that in. So child labor, basically. They were made by child labor, and they were paid a pittance.
Yeah,
If that
pretty
game did
much.
well, they did not see the rest of that money, but they made tons. Like your Codemasters, your Mastertronics, your oh, I don't know who else was big into the budget. The really big Players Premier. There's quite a few of them. But like, so
Yes,
they would,
Grippy, that is
you'd send
true.
your games in and you'd receive maybe a royalty check back, and it'd be, and because it's kids, because it was kids, it like they get a check for £3,000. They're like, oh my god, how many sweets can I buy with this? And Vagabond Soul, thank you for the follow there.
They were old enough to get fast cars. That's the thing.
Yeah. But so it was always about the money. It was always about
Control.
shady business practices.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I remember Nostalrius. I do remember that, Carl. So I used to play on that one for a bit.
right, let's see. Can we? Let me get. I want to try and batch into this really, really hard. Can we trick the exclusion zone and get it into the black
Signosis.
hole?
Yes, I got quite a few Signosis games.
I was actually watching a video about Team 17. You remember Team 17? They made worms.
I do. Yes.
And but they started out as a company, not a company, but a group of people who were producing discs for demos and things and little hobby games. Yeah, I've hit the exclusion zone. Let's see if we can get out of this.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Firefox, Hawker, but it was something like that. Firebird. Firebird. That was it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm going backwards.
that's it. Yeah.
That's a nice shot.
Alien Breed. Yes, I remember those two. It is a nice shot with these little wings there. It has a nice new profile, doesn't it?
That's what I do like about this. The thing is, though, Team 17 made worms, and more worms, and even more worms, and a shit ton of worms. It's like-
Ocean 2, yeah. Llama Soft, of course.
oh, what's the link? Oh, the universe is going to start rushing towards us right now. Can we get this as a thing?
Super Frog as well.
Right.
Let's just have a look, haven't we, if I remember anything. They are still alive, you know.
Who are?
Team 17.
Oh, yeah. Making more worms games. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, my God. Right, so I'm going to attach this to the ship. Watch this. It's going to go wibbly woo. Wibbly woo woo woo. Was it last weekend I showed you that mini Amiga that I've got?
Yeah.
Quite a few Team 17 games on there. Alright, let's spool up and go. I want to try and get I want to try and ram the black hole.
4, 3, 2,
Because why not? Let's see if the Super Duper Drive can ram the black hole. Oh, that was weird. We just saw the that nebula over there move in a weird way.
Yeah.
What's going on with the orbit lines here?
Orbit lines, it's having a bit of a fit, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it like the maths has gone weird?
Very probably.
Alright, so let's turn around. Aim this dead on in the center. I do love Barnard's loop being there.
Yeah, filtered through that that nebula, so it's a different color as well. That's nice.
Yeah, it's always beautiful around here.
Lovely, man.
Yeah, probably a rounding error. Alright, so we're 8. Right, let's go. Boosty McBoost face! Oh, missed it. Damn.
Well, it is a singularity.
See, what I would love to happen is if you do that, then it catapults you off in a different direction. So you could slingshot around black holes. It would do nothing, but it would be hilarious. Like, you could suddenly get yourself doing 10,000 times the speed of light. How cool would that be? We are probably going to die out here.
Probably.
Oh,
it's fine.
Yeah,
it's a beta.
It did not run well on the A500. That's true.
Oh, I had an Atari 500. 510, whichever one it was. Yeah, 520 Atari 500. So yeah, I was playing Elite and Frontier on that.
It was alright on DOS. It was a good.
It was better. It was better on the Amiga. The sound was better.
Yeah, well, the only thing you had on the PC was maybe a Sound Blaster card doing FM synthesis, and some of the instruments for that were really cheesy.
Well, it's ironic because the Atari that I played it on had shitty sound for playing at the Frontier, but the Atari was the go-to for MIDI. All composers had an Atari.
Oh, missed it again.
MIDI compatible.
Yeah.
But its own onboard sound was just rubbish. R1200,
yeah, the 500 was not fast enough to run Frontier Elite 2, not properly. But then I came from a Sinclair Spectrum background, so anything running any faster than a Specky could do is amazing. I don't think this is going to work, is it? Let me get closer.
Wait until you're closer, because you're getting further and further away with every attempt.
No! Look at my fuel. This is going to be bad. And because it's a closed beta, no one can come and rescue me. Alright, let's get closer. So,
thankfully you don't have a lot of rebuy.
That's true. So all this retro talk is going to make me get my Amiga 1200 out again. You got modded for HMI. Nice! You also got a ZX81 Stillbox, VIC-20, C64, Commodore Plus 4. I didn't know that was a thing. All work still, but you can't find a way to make the ZX81 run on a modern TV yet. Isn't there a box you can plug into to get the RF cable going into something else to provide your HDMI?
You probably have to solder something in on the.
Well, no, because like all this, like Spectrum, all of these, they all had an RF out, didn't they? So if you had something that you could plug that into, like a modern box, and that decoded the RF signal, and then out of that goes a HDMI. I'm sure there must be something.
Insert next disc. Oh god. What was the worst one I had for that? It came with about 40 discs.
Lotus Smart Suite.
No, a game. Yeah. Although yes, they did. Lotus Smart did come on a huge stack of 3.5 inch.
Yeah. I will never forget one particular day in the summer. Oh crap! So I used to work for a construction company, and we had this lady who was installing because we weren't using Office at the time, we were using Lotus, and so before we sent the PCs out to site, we had to obviously install the things on there. So this lady was putting them all in, and she didn't mind it. It's boring, but like next disc. Wait for it to go. Then next disc. It was on a Dell PC, and then something happened on disc 39. And what we didn't realise, I've never heard a grown lady swear so much in my whole life. Like I thought we suddenly had a lot of sailors round, but no, this was this lady, because on these Dell boxes. You've got the floppy eject button right there, right? Right next to it was the power button. So there she was on disc 39 of 40, and she pressed power to eject the disc, and then took her finger off, and the PC went. The swearing. The
Yes.
swearing. She just sat through this. Oh, Disc 39 is a good name for a film. Yeah, actually, that's not bad. I don't think we're going to hit this black hole, are we?
No, unfortunately.
All right, let's try again. Come on, line it up. Line it up. Stay on target. Stay on target. This is harder than flight assist off. Uh-oh.
Oh, you're out now. That's it. It won't let you turn it back on.
Yeah, fuel reserves at 5%. Bugger. Oh, how close are you? Are you close? Are you nearby?
That's...
No, not even a little bit nearby.
Nobody builds anything near a black hole. Are you mad, sir?
Well, the Disney movie Black Hole suggests otherwise.
Yes, well...
No, what's close here? There's a black hole thing here. Obsidian Orbital is the closest, but it's not by much. Yes. I am not going to make this. Not going to make this.
Try go back to the star and scoop.
The star is 300 light seconds away.
Oh. What a boost.
Can you... Oh, what damage detected. Is there a system within, like, 1 light year? 2?
Nah.
I don't think you can make it with 5% fuel.
Nah.
What was your thought there? I'm running out of fuel. Floor it.
Yeah. What's your problem? I mean, can I make it to this one? Maybe. Maybe. Ah, it says I can. Come on. Come on. Play nice. Alright, FSD. Come on. It's jumping. Like, I'm gonna get there and explode. Oh, I tell you what, loading games from tape taught me to be patient as a kid.
Oh, absolutely.
You had to wait 3 or 4 minutes for a game to load. You waited those 3 or 4 minutes.
I think Monkey Island had about 17 or 18 discs.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you think about it, each of those discs, they weren't even a meg, were they? Not on the Amiga.
No.
Can I skip from this?
I think.
Oh, thank God! Look how much fuel I didn't have.
1.4 and a double-sided. I had my Atari modified to have a double-sided drive in it.
Right. So, but otherwise, you're talking about 600 meg.
Yeah.
2 hours to play hardball. What? 2 hours? What were you loading it with? Pigeons?
That was the tape. The 800 XL, wasn't it?
Oh God, I've got no.
That was the tape.
I need to make some heat sinks.
I had one of them for a while. Yes, I remember.
Synthesis heat sinks.
Mind you, the good thing about the tape player for the old Atari was that they must have anticipated short tempers, because it was built like a brick. You couldn't damage it by hitting it.
I got some fuel now. I think we should go to Obsidian Orbital and have a listen, see if we can hear Obsidian Ant. I think his voice is in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Didn't know that Ghostbusters 2 and C64 tape had 3 lives, and then you had to load the tape again.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, is that why that game was universally hated?
Must be. Yes, I remember Indiana Jones. I never had that one, but yes, it was 25 discs. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis.
I remember each of the levels in R-Type were all, like, you had to load them from tape on the Spectrum. I can't remember what happens if you ran out of continues. Did you have to reload from scratch? Or did it just let you continue? Because that would be the kind thing to do.
I remember typing in things from magazines as well.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you didn't know how good a game was going to be if it was in a magazine.
True.
And you spend like 4 hours,
Ooh.
and it's rubbish.
What
But
does...
damn, you were going to play it anyway because you spent all that time loading it, putting it in.
Who's in Marope? There's an
Uh,
engineer there, isn't there? What's her name? She does frame shift drives, but she does something else as well.
Let me have a look.
It's... Drew Wager writes us a bit kinky. What's her name? Palin. Is she in Marope?
No. Surely not.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Elvira Martok. She's in Kun. So who's in Marope then? Thought there was someone.
Nobody. Well, look at it.
Why is Marope in my head then?
Because it was originally the only place to get Thargoid bits and bobs, which I think was it Iratani
okay.
wants those. Can't remember.
Oh, okay. We're not going there then. What was that? It was the thing to do in the early 80s to get the program listings in a magazine. That's how I learned BASIC and machine code. You did machine code as well. Nice.
I
Yes.
did learn a bit of BASIC off that, but I've forgotten how
That's
it's.
my... Well, I learnt to type on a Sinclair Spectrum, and because of that, I can type pretty quickly now. And it wasn't the rubber key one, the dead flesh keyboard. It was proper. They had a proper keyboard.
That's nice, Toby. Says his dad wrote a game in BASIC, landing a helicopter on an oil platform in a gale, and had it published. We upgraded to a disk drive on the proceeds. Yay!
Nice.
Golden days.
Oh, what's that? You wrote a... You recall writing programs on the ZX81, hoping the 60k RAM pack wouldn't wobble, resulting in you having to start all over again. Oh my god, that frickin' RAM pack. I do remember that. You're typing something, and the thing is, every time you press the command on the ZX81, the screen would flash. Because it didn't have enough processing power to accept input and draw the screen. I don't know if you remember that, Wintermute, like it actually flickering because you pressed the command on the keyboard. But that was the thing. You do now, you remember now. Yeah, it's these rose-tinted memories that we have, like, oh, I remember back in the day, and you have these visions of like it being really fluid. It was a pain in the arse because each of the commands on a ZX81 and a Sinclair Spectrum 48K, they were all on particular buttons, so you had to not only look for the key to press, but you also had to figure out which shift combination you had to use to find that particular one. Like J, I think J was load and P was print, so you're not typing print. In fact, typing print won't work. It doesn't work. So you have to actually press the key that fits the actual thing. What a weird world we live in, right? Yeah, with all of that stuff, we wouldn't put up with that today. You wired a car stereo speaker into your BBC Micro. Oh, this is an interesting thing here, isn't it? Around this this star. Is that a planet or is that a red planet?
No, it's an L class, I think. Yeah.
Looks like a gas giant.
It's a large Jupiter wanting to be a star. You know?
Ah. Failure.
Yeah, I think it's an L.
I don't know why I'm going here. just want
Park,
things
I
to do.
suppose. Well, the thing is, if you blew up now, you'd actually go back to Jameson, I think.
Yeah, if I blew up now, yeah, I'd be back to Jameson. But
Yeah.
I do actually like it out here as well. This is the original place where Thargoids would interdict you. You hate playing retro games. They're always a disappointment compared to the memories of them.
Oh, but that is a problem. Yes,
Well,
it is.
saying that, I actually went out with a nephew of mine. It was his You know, he was in town for his 18th birthday. So we actually have an arcade here in town. So you pay like 15
Still
quid
exists.
and you can play for free on all the arcade machines that are in there for several hours.
I'm not jealous.
And it's awesome. So
That's
like
amazing.
you got games like Radmobile and Sega Rally and like so loads of driving games, loads of shooting games, Time Crisis. But they also got games like Strider and Mr. Do and loads of games. Really cool. Had a load of fun with that. Some of them have not aged well.
That is true.
What was I playing? Carrier Air Wing. Really good sideways shooter.
Lighting gear deployed.
I imagine back in the day that it would have been like top-notch graphics. Like now, you look at it, it's like, I could make this in Game Maker. Time Crisis is brilliant, yeah. Reload! it's so cheesy. But like, you do really get into the feeling. And I was holding the gun like that, so it was like... and the thing is, you get good accuracy doing that. There's a bit where, like, it's early on, you've got barrels as baddies throwing barrels down the hill at you, and you can shoot the barrels. And I'd forgotten about it, so I got hit by a couple of barrels, and then like, okay, now I've got this, shoot the barrels, and then shoot the guys throwing the barrels. It was really cool. But there are a couple of arcade bars popping up in town. Nice! You might pop into time and take a look.
They are popping up round and
Yeah.
about now.
At some point this year, and I'll let you guys know when I'm going there. I'm going to go to Norwich because there's a place in Norwich called Barcadia, and it's run by the Nostalgia Nerd. So I don't know if you know Nostalgia Nerd on YouTube.
I do know them. Yes.
Yeah, so that's his bar. So he's got that, so you can have drinks and play arcade games. Because that's one of the things that are missing from the place that I went to. There's no bar there. So having a couple of beers, playing some arcade games with your friends, that's what you've got to do. You've got to play these games with your friends and have a laugh and just, you know, reminisce on the old days. And that's what it's all about. And I've got a plan, so I'll go there. And if it's not so good, or if we get bored, if the nostalgia isn't quite what it it's supposed to be, then I'll just go out in Norwich. But I'll let you guys know. And if I'll probably do it in the bro bar. I won't do it on stream. I'll let you guys know in the bro bar. So if anybody wants to come along, then they can. Oh, it's Obsidian. I remember Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolts. Remember that?
Yeah, Operation Wolf. I do remember that one.
Right, so what else shall we try and do with this Python? Is there any good planets? Oh, what's down there? Daniel's Progress. Let's go have a look at that, because that's down on a planet.
That was the only place that used to sell Zargoids.
Oh, it's high gravity there.
I think. Metal alloys. They used to sell metal alloys. That's right, Daniels, yes.
I seem to remember it being fairly...
probes.
What's that?
Wow, that is a lot of probes. That is a big gas giant.
Hmm?
Infoil used 21 probes on an ammonia gas giant.
My goodness.
That is a lot of probes. I don't... And that's probably with optimizing it, probably wanted more. Yeah.
I love this boost sound.
Oh, talking of retro games. The thing that you see in the opening sequence here of the lovely BroCast, where we're mapping through an arcade, that is in VR. It's a thing called it's Retro Neon Arcade, and you can get hold of the ROMs you want. It doesn't come with them standard, of course, but you can get a load of old ROMs from old arcade games and put them in to the program, so that in VR you can go into an old arcade from the 80s and play old arcade games from the 80s in VR. They're on flat screens, of course, because it's an arcade machine.
But
you're playing it like you're there in an old arcade game. You can almost...
So it's got MAME emulators in there?
Yes, it has that, but I changed quite a few of mine. But it's one of these things where it doesn't by default come with the ones installed because that would be crossing territories selling that.
Hmm.
But you can find them easy enough, yeah, and then just change the cabinets to what you want.
Yeah, or you could just get main and install that.
Yes,
But I think the thing is like the feeling of being in the arcade versus
yeah,
especially with the sound, if they've got the sound
it
nice.
is, yes, and you can almost smell it. You can almost smell it. Yes, all these things are main based, and I've got Gauntlet in there. I've got Star Wars, the original Star Wars one, you're flying down the trench. Tempest, I put in there too, and Dragon's Lair. I think I also put Dig Dug in.
Dragon's Lair was just money eating.
It
It
was.
was the earliest QuickTime events.
Yeah, yeah, it was. No, you could do it. Now, the thing about the Dragon's Lair that I've got in the retro one is that it basically prompts you which one to press. So it's really just a trip down memory lane to play it through and watch all the stuff like it's a film.
This is a really flat planet.
It is, isn't it? For what, 0.28 G? That is pretty flat for a 0.28 G world. It was the first game that ran on Laserdisc, yes.
Walking up a hill. Oh, this is cool. I'm doing 500 meters a second over the surface.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what, one game that
Very
they had
close.
at this place, they had Firefox. You know, the one based off of the Clint Eastwood movie.
Oh, yes, of course.
So it uses clips from the film, and I think you have to shoot things. Well, they also have Afterburner, and
I do remember that one now. Okay.
you have to think in Russian. You can't just.
You can't think in English and transpose. You must think in Russian. Yes. Good old Freddie Jones.
Ooh, just had a little bit of a thing there.
Just check. See if I can find it for you.
Closer, right? To the ground. Can I get closer? I need my what's it software? It was a big mountain. I saw a big mountain. Where's that gone? Oh, the terrible special effects. Oh yeah, it was awful.
At the time, it was good.
I remember there was a bit where they landed it on an iceberg, and they had to take off. So they made an iceberg quickly, made a runway quickly,
Yeah.
and then he was taking off, and all the wings were wobbling, and I found that hilarious as a kid.
Yeah, that's right. When you read it, you didn't have to do it. Didn't have to think in Russian at all. I think it was just so they could these were jabbering in Russian. It sounds silly. I don't know.
Ooh, it's a bit low. A bit low. Ooh, 0 meters. Oh.
Let me see now.
Yeah, this is disappointingly flat.
The largest one I can find in the ED star map has a radius of 20,952 kilometers. It's a metal-rich body, so that's a planet. I don't know about gas giants. That is a big planet. So let's have a look if I can find. Oh, there you go.
Where's that?
So hang on, what you're saying? Diameters.
I did leave
I'll see
a
if I
little
can
bit.
find a gas giant.
We can't go into gas giants, so that's the problem.
No.
This is nice colouring down here. Very
Let's
pretty.
see if I can find it. I'll scroll down. Oh, here we are. Water. Giants.
That's on studio. Thank you for the sub. Welcome on in. How you doing, mate? Yes. If you don't know S1 Studios, S1 Studio does music and has done music for basically every Ascorbius video that I've done. Amazing music. In very short notice.
I've found one that's 77 here. 77.7 thousand.
What we're looking for?
Gas giants. So that's 5,000 more than yours. Jeez, that must be insane. But yeah, it's way up there. I don't recall finding one that big.
Well, we can't land on it.
No, but it's just one of these things. And your personal pilot stuff does actually record these stats for you, I think.
Oh, gotcha.
I think it does. Yeah. The ones that you found. I think it does.
Hey, Honey Thief, how you doing, buddy? Let's get back into space. I have a full tank of fuel now.
Hooray!
So I can use the super duper drive.
You know, you're not wrong. The ship itself is a bit Firefox.
Very Firefoxy. I think I've been subliminally thinking about it.
Yes.
How do I get to that nebula? I want to fly through a nebula using the super duper drive.
Are you not sure that you can?
Don't tell me what I can't do.
You could be in a nebula. But what you're talking about is something that Infoil would know a lot about. Notable
stellar phenomena, yeah. I just don't know how to find those.
Well, I think you've got the person in chat who knows more about them than anybody else, probably even Frontier.
I want Orion Nebula. That's not working, is it?
Yeah, that beard is a bit Connery, isn't it, S1?
Oh, that'll do. That'll do that. How far away? 1,000 light years. Yeah, we're not doing that tonight.
Aren't you in a nebula?
I don't know.
You are actually in
Am
Maya.
I?
The
Okay.
Pleiades is kind of a nebula.
It's very pretty though. Like I do love Barnard's Loop. Very, very pretty.
Yeah, well, the codex might list the largest one. Yeah.
So, what are you talking about, Jan? Like, why are we talking about like gas giants?
Info was just saying because he's probably listening to you to stop himself going insane.
I
Space
see.
madness while he's scanning planets. You see. I don't know how that would work. I mean, listening to you would
How do we find
give people space madness. But anyway.
cheeky? How do we find notable stellar phenomena like in here? Like, I find this very difficult to find. What's the nearest one to Maya?
Oh,
Yes, please. We've got a system name, Kaita. Near to Maya. It's helping you just 120 more PowerPoint.
just 120 more.
Power play points. My goodness, that's like Peter Piper.
Pickled peppers.
It's very similar. The Ultimate Mobile Guard Bureau. What on earth is that? They will protect your phone. But yes, so this is the Python Mark II, the newest ship in the game, and it has got advantages over the other Python insofar as it's got more hardpoints. What's that? It should be in the system panel. What? Where? And it can go to, so it should be in the system panel. There is the one here, a notable stellar phenomena.
I don't think so. Let's see.
Because I can't see one. Not seeing
Check your
one.
filters.
Are they filtered? Nope. Nope, there's nothing there. So I'd like to fly through one, and I know there's one in Colonia. There's quite a few in Colonia. Middle of the bubble, nowhere near. Well, let's go there. Let's go there. Where's the one that you know about? Let's find it. We don't see these often enough. What system are we in? Did I scan the system when I entered? No. No, did I need to? All right, let me have a look.
Probably not. You've already been there.
Oh, well, I might need to scan. Let's see.
You could check the codex as well if you want a specific location.
Oh, Profane, you take care.
Sarah,
Yes,
lady.
and you have a beautiful and calm week next week as well.
Yes.
So let's have a look, see if we
Breathe,
can see
calm
anything here.
music. Nice weather.
and
Spring.
tea.
Sit outside. Tea.
Calming tea, soothing music. No, there's nothing here. So if we've got a place that we can fly to, that the one that's in the bubble, I don't care. Let's just go there.
I don't know. I don't know.
So I'm ready with my fingers ready to type.
And the LSPs I've seen when I've been out in the far black.
Yeah, I have no idea how to find them. Calm! I'm perfectly calm already!
What are you talking about, Toby? You can still hear that printer from the ZX81. You're not calm.
Right, so I'm just going to quickly, while you get that sorted, I'm going to take a quick bio break, and I will be back ever so shortly.
Are you
One
going to put
moment.
30 up? Because
Yeah, 37.5 seconds.
I'd go and get a cup of tea then.
Okie dokie, I am back. Yeah, 37. It keeps cropping up. Did you watch the Veritasum video about that? That it's
Oh, I saw that.
when people are asked to choose a random number, more often than not, they'll choose 37. It's weird, isn't it?
Well,
Okay.
more often or not, they'll choose 69, but after that, it's 37.
And 42. But they're not random,
Yeah.
are they? Because if they choose 69 or 42, then there's a bit of bias there. But yeah, 37 is a thing. And I guess I could. So, Kaita, have you got it? You ready? Go to Colonia in the meantime. Colonia? What? No.
Check the codex, go.
Yeah, I'll check the codex. Codex? What? Okay. Let's find a notable stellar. Where am I looking? Discoveries? Astronomical bodies? No, this is not what I want. These are stars and things. These are my discoveries. I don't want those. Knowledge base. This is what we want, isn't it? No, not that. Pilot's handbook? What am I looking for?
It should be in discoveries.
But it's changed. It's different. So it's like astronomical bodies. Right. So these are not what I'm interested in.
It might be in biological and geological.
What? Lagrange clouds. They're not biological or geological.
Yeah, well,
Oh, what's a P-type anomaly? Is that the... What is this? What is this? What is a P-type... Blah, 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 blah. What's a P-type anomaly?
well, you could go there and have a look.
How far is it?
Intensely bright energy patterns.
9,000 light years. I don't think so.
Maybe not.
But I've never even seen that before. That's insane. Oh, wrong button again.
Well, maybe next week we can go on a exploration journey to check out that stuff.
Lagrange clouds. So what is a P-type? So okay, so I'll go there. So that's the place. And considering P and Q-type anomalies, I had no idea what these things even were.
Apparently, Kitet says you need to go to Alornus.
Yes, I'm going to do that right now. There you go. Where's that? How close are we? Oh, I mean, we'll make it. We'll make it. 14 jumps. We've had worse. Let's go to Delphi.
Yeah, it was 15 jumps to get you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. 9,000. Not tonight, Josephine. It's very pretty here, though. But yeah, there's not a lot to do. We came to see the black hole, and so what we're trying to do was to ram stars and the black hole as fast as we could to see if we could get past the exclusion zone. But alas, it did not work. I kept missing the black hole, and I got stopped at the exclusion zone for the star. You can ram Q-type anomalies. What is a Q-type anomaly? I don't even know what they are. Oh, the dark side, you take care. It's the thing with the thing around it.
Yeah, yes, of course it is.
I think someone has said that in chat before. I remember seeing a message like that.
Okay. Misty Ficator, or Ficator, how I pronounce it. Apologies if I got it wrong. Thank you for the follow. Well,
what is you looking for, Skull?
Interesting things to ram in a spaceship that can do 5,500 times the speed of light.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, Q anomaly is where it's narrated by John Delancey, you see.
I see. How you doing, S1?
Like what it says up the CMB.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
So we're going to go to Lagrange Cloud and see an anomaly. Because one of the great things about this ship is we can get to these Lagrange clouds really quickly. Because it's got this superior form of frameshift drive, which can do bonkers speeds, but it drains your fuel.
Is that exclusive to this version of the ship?
Not strictly. You can buy... So in the game right now, you can get what's called a SCO type frameshift drive. But you can only get it at Class C. And it makes the ship wobble all over the place, but it does go fast. It's really fast. And it overheats your ship a lot, but, you know, you've got that kind of trade-off of speed and fuel for going really fast. Whereas this has got an A-rated version. So this ship is the brand new Python MK2. And you can put the A-rated in other ships as well. If you can buy... So this is the beta. The beta's the one with the A-rated ships, A-rated drives in there. Currently, the main game has only got C rated drives. I don't know if I'm making that much sense.
Perfect sense.
Good. What? The anomalies will be in normal space only. That's true, but it means we can fly through them. It's something a bit nice to show off this ship. The Python Mark II ship descriptions as its yes, as its specialty. So this can use the Super Cruise overdrive a lot better than other ships. So they wibble about all over the place. This ship doesn't. But that could be partly down to the drive. So what have you been up to, S1? Have you been writing any new music?
I've got some more synths, so kind of figuring out how to work them at the minute. But yeah, I'm still working on some stuff in the background.
More hardware.
Yeah. 3 more.
You're gonna have to get a bigger house.
I do.
All the synths that you got. The entire top floor of the house will be the music studio.
Don't tell me.
I was wished to use synths for good, but through me, they revealed a terrible power.
Just make a new house and make all the walls synths.
Yeah, you made it out of synths. This is a house what Korg built.
Yeah, the next time you're in the area, if you pop in, you'll see what I mean. It's just silly.
Yeah. I'll see about popping in. You thought they would lock it. The thing is, okay, so I think locking the A-rated drive to Python Mark II would be a mistake, because it's one thing having the ship good at something, but having it exclusively good at something means that I think it will become the only ship that gets used for certain things. I think if you wanted to have something that could, like, one, I'm a fan of having dedicated ships for specific things. Right, so a dedicated mining ship, a dedicated combat ship, dedicated racing ship, exploration ship. I'm a fan of that. I think that would be a great thing. But if you introduce a new cool mechanic like these SCO drives, and you make it to only one ship out of the 40-odd that we have, that's the only one who can fly in a straight line with these, then other ships will have to come along which can also do that, I think. Or it should be something you can engineer to make them better. Well, we'll see. Frontier have a plan. Pretty sure of it. Yeah, so it doesn't wobble much when you use the Super Cruise. Like, I do have a long way to go. I'm tempted to use the SCO, but it uses so much fuel. I'll show you when we get there. We've got 9 more jumps. Trigger 7, yes. While that is a beauty of Elite, I do think that having some specialist ships, I think that's a good thing, because there should be something that's like, so say you want the ultimate mining ship. Well, surely you use a mining ship and you engineer that. You don't take a Python. While a Python can do mining, why isn't there like a ship called the, I don't know, the Mole or something, which is just fantastic at mining, gets more yield, can scan, and maybe it's got a built-in scanner that can do prospecting visually better than the current, like the pulse wave scanner. See, I wouldn't have a problem with that if there were several of those. Similar to anybody who played EVE Online, you know, you've got the mining barges and that. They were, you could get those, and they were the dedicated industrial ships. They were brilliant. Hazard that. Hazard guess all announced this year's new ships will come with that attribute: less wobble and more fuel usage. Less fuel usage. Well, we've got the Type 8 coming, so maybe that's got SCO stability built in. We don't know what the other two are. I'm looking forward to the Type 8. I expect good things.
I hope. I do
Don't
hope.
disappoint me, Frontier.
Oh, it's got to be bigger than a Type 7. And Type 7 is already fits on a large landing pad, so...
Only because it's too tall.
Yeah, but it still does fit on a large landing pad, meaning that the Type 8 has to fit on a large landing pad. Which
Absolutely.
means...
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, it would make sense if the Type 8 was a smaller ship than the Type 7. But that's something they could do.
Yeah, they could totally do that. They could say the Type 8 is a narrower ship, but more squat, and can carry more cargo than the Type 7.
It's a paving slab rather than a brick.
Yeah. Because then you've got your Type 9, which is as
Stack of
tall as the
bricks.
Type 7, but it's wide. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like a baby Type 9. Galnet has said all manufacturers scramble to develop new ships. Let them do more than just 4 then.
There was
More.
there's a little article a couple of days ago. It essentially said, you know, we've always taken for granted with these ships, but they have certain heat tolerances and stresses because we've never had to work beyond those, have we? Taken it for granted. And so now they're working on ways to expand those tolerances, which as a knock-on effect might mean that you don't overheat as quickly at all with other things. Who knows?
Oh, that'd be cool. I want to see more ships.
Oh, manufacturers.
I'd be happy if they doubled the amount of ships that are in the game.
Yeah. Oh, of course, yes.
I mean, that's a lot of ships, but they don't have to
Yes.
do that much.
Yes, they
It
do.
would be cool, though.
More ships, more is better. In fact, they should have a team of artists making ships constantly. Here's a new one, here's a new one, here's a new one, here's a new
Right,
one.
we've got Fulton de Lacy, of course, classic. Cobras. Lakon. Oh, no, Lakon. Gutermeyer. Saud Kruger. And Jordan Peterson, of course. And
4 ships
Well-
a year. I'll take that, actually. Four
Look,
ships a
technically
year.
Brewer because they make fleet carriers.
If this new sort of ship crusade works for them and they get a bunch of money coming in because of it, they're not gonna just stop. They're gonna keep doing it.
Well, that's, you know, it works for CIG.
Oh, and Core Dynamics, of course, they make the bad military ships.
There is no reason to not keep making ships. And if it makes some of the old ones more obsolete, well, guess what? That happens. That happens in real life with planes and with cars. You'll get people who have an emotional attachment to the ships, but if it's got a slight advantage, just make a new version of the ship. This one is a Cobra that doesn't overheat. This is a you know, a Diamondback which has got a bigger fuel tank.
I tell you, though, after
Hey
flying,
Ragnar, thank you for the follow.
after flying the Aspects in the Distant Worlds, the original Distant Worlds and back, which took months, and making all those episodes, I don't really want to fly in Aspects ever again. Really. But I'm perfectly comfy in the crate.
Wasn't it what Shibuka was saying? Shibuka got so sick of the sight and the sound of the aspects.
Yeah, oh yeah, it sounds like a World War I Gotha bomber.
I quite like it though. I still like
yeah,
it.
well you haven't been out in the far black with red nebula blindness. Madness, have you?
No.
It gets to you. It gets to you.
It would be nice to have in-game ship designer. Oh, yeah. Careful what you wish for with that. Look, kind of like how No Man's Sky have got that now.
Yeah, I really must look into that. I haven't got around to
We haven't touched it.
looking at that yet. No, we haven't looked at the new the station interiors
Oh,
and
it's
the
quite nice.
ship modular construction thing.
Hmm.
You can scavenge bits and essentially craft a ship yourself from onwards.
Right. Yeah, so if you've got a ship you want to change something about it, I think, do you have to start it from scratch with its own chassis and everything?
I know. We'll have to talk to DH. He's done all of this.
Hasn't he been lost to Starfield?
He's mostly lost to Starfield, but he
Yeah.
has. So I don't know if he streams the No Man's Sky ship thing. It's quite possible. I've checked in the past. But yeah, he knows about doing a bit of that, about building ships.
Hmm. We're nearly there yet. 3 more jumps.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
I think if Frontier finds that they're making money with these ships, if they do the pre-release and people buy the pre-release because they want early access to them, and then they don't leave it too long until they release it to everyone else, like, because obviously, like I've said before, you know, Frontier need to be making money with this game. Their investors need to see that Elite is making money, or they will turn it off. And it might not be this year, it might not be next year, but if it continues to be stagnant, as it has been, it will be turned off. So part of that stagnation is Frontier's fault, because they are not a massive company, and they did split their attention to multiple projects. You know, you don't win a war, you fight on multiple fronts.
No.
So they thought Elite was doing all right, and they kind of like left it there. But what they didn't realize is it was stagnating. And we were sitting there playing it. Most of the people who were playing it, I'm guessing, were either new or doing BGS stuff.
Yeah. Or exploring.
Yeah, explorers.
Because explorers never change. You just, you know, if you're out there in the black, you just keep going out there in the black. You're not bothered about this bubble stuff.
But
yeah,
new ships are a fantastic way of seeing the game in a different way. But they do have to like do the groundwork and improve existing bits of functionality.
You had Mechanic Man in last week, didn't you? In chat.
Yeah, I think so. Was that Thursday?
Yeah. When you were doing the last Pythoning. Yeah. He's itching to make another Interior video, isn't he? That's what we want.
I just want
interiors.
I want more content. I want more content creators making more videos, more things.
More.
Because if people are searching for Elite Dangerous content, then a rising tide raises all boats. Right. So if people are interested, if they're coming back to the game, and one great way of getting people back to the game is more ships.
More ships, yes.
But then they've got to do extra things like start improving the ground bases for horizons and things like that. Make them, you know, the ones that you turn off and you scan things and the klaxons go off and all that good stuff. They need to make that more integrated. Whereas you can go inside and meet people. Like, that needs to happen. But at the moment, they are all just... Ooh, notable stuff.
It's very nice of them to keep supporting Horizons, but...
Right, it's 5,000 light seconds away. Right, shall we get there a bit quicker?
Oh, here we go.
Not again.
Probably gonna have to slow down. Oh, overshot it a little bit. Overshot it! Hey, Taka Loco, how you doing?
Just
Good to see you again.
Just a bit.
Yeah, I overshot it a little bit. It wasn't too bad. I bet I'm further away than... No, that's alright. That's fine. That's fine. So that's what this drive is really good for. I don't want to mess about. I just want to get there quick. Just get there fast. Let's see what's inside here. In this Lagrange point. The question is it in an actual Lagrange point in the system? If we look at the orrery.
This is Elite Dangerous you're talking about here. If it says Lagrange point, it is.
Because you can calculate Lagrange points, can't you, from the orbits of everything and the masses.
They would, Serious Sam, yeah. And we know that Frontier can do weather because they've done it in other games, Jurassic's games.
Ooh, what's this?
And they can swipe all the assets from there if they wanted to put trees and things in, really. So it's not like it's working completely from scratch on that, so we'll see. I don't see that coming anytime soon, but fingers crossed. Could all be wrong.
This is a weird one. It's just some lights.
Ah, I'm sure Infoil will tell you exactly what it is.
Looks like Thargoid babies.
Well, you've got spiky boys in there. I can see them.
Where's the Spiky Boys? Oh
It's
yeah, Spiky Boys. Let's have some
right off
night
the
vision.
left, yeah.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yes, turn that on and suddenly you go, oh! It's like a
have some
minefield.
lights. So what's in the Spiky Boys? So what are the lights then?
Oh, they're Q-type anomalies.
What are spiky boys?
Can you see the stream?
Yeah.
These are crystalline things that have.
Creations of bacteria, if memory serves. They're bug poop, essentially.
They're also
Okay.
quite large, I think.
Very. They're bigger than your ship.
And would possibly be catastrophic for a ship if you're stuck.
Yeah, they don't tend to move or shatter.
Use composition scanner. Where are you? Do I have one? Oh yes. Switch you to the thingy. What do you mean nothing found?
Well, have you targeted it?
Purpurium metallic crystals.
Yes, I found a thing. But yeah, let's take a look at the size of it compared to the ship.
Yeah. They're not small.
Is that my light? Yeah, that's my light. And they're also purple. Weird.
Well, yes, Purpurium.
Pretty, aren't they?
Very lovely violet colour is that, isn't it?
Hmm. So these are all over. Can we shoot them? No, they don't
See,
go
this is why you
You
can't get
can.
nice things.
Well, to be fair, they don't give us many tools to look at things with in Elite, do they?
No.
So you
The
decided
way
that,
the way that we test things is by shooting them.
right.
Yeah, in Wales,
Lights on.
there's usually two types of crystals. You won't see the difference with your night vision. Oh yes, those things. Do they sap your shield? I can't remember.
Oh,
Apparently, you're supposed to hit them.
Do they just throw you away?
Don't tell him that.
ow!
I didn't tell him that.
Yes, that.
Dear me.
There we go.
That's
What's going on?
Here's a plug.
They don't like being
Just lick the plug.
after
What
you get
are
zapped.
they?
Scan it again, says Skytet. Scan it again. Because you've elicited a response from it, you'll get an extra bit of data from it.
No new trails found, apparently.
Oh.
Ramming speed.
Where's it gone? Where's my doodad?
Should.
I thought it'd have a thingy.
It'll be in your
Yeah,
codex.
left-hand panel. No, it'll be in the codex, yeah.
New trait found. Oh,
There you
it
go.
found a new trait as I was under attack.
Yes.
I'll
You
get out
trait
of the way of
found stupidity.
it. Yeah, that's on me. Scan in front of a mirror.
Licking wires. That's the new trait.
Is that where-
Right, anyway, Scorby popped in just to say hello and make sure all was good.
Oh, that's
And
right. mate.
yourself
Welcome.
is Connor and
Yeah,
yeah, so and Jane. So I shall talk to you later. Have fun with
All
the
right,
stream.
catch you later. Have fun.
Okay, bye bye.
Mate.
Cheers, this one.
So press O. To open
the red one.
codex. Is that red one?
Yes.
So these are.
Rubium's the red ones, yeah.
Where is the thingy, the zappy boy that I just found?
They're
Well, it's-
type Q anomalies.
Yeah.
Okay, this is one I just confirmed. Then is that it?
That's it.
Right. Don't take me to the map. Take me. I wanted to find out more information.
It's always time for a dad joke, Eka.
What? No. Oh. Oh, come on. Give me a break. Right, so the O button is no longer working. Great! So the codex. Fantastic. Alright, so codex. I've gone all around the bloody thing. So discoveries. So we've got biological and geological. We've got the Q type. I want to find out about it. Confirmed. Hi. energy phenomenon. Bright core radiating hazy light with a ring of clouds. Okay. Is there any more information on this? Is that it? That's all they're telling us.
Yeah.
Oh, observe traits. Releases destructive shockwave. Oh, insistence with OB. Okay, so we've got those. Found at Lagrange points. Insistence with planetary types, terrestrial, icy. All right, and what's a P-type? I haven't found any. Found in rings. Nice. So you find these in rings? Why didn't I know about any of this?
Because you never looked.
Oh, I want to find these. Where are these? These lattices. And oh, where are these? Where's the nearest one?
Maybe we need to do some exploration.
How far away is that?
Probably
The
like
explorer within me
30,000
is
light
dead.
years away.
It's 1,000 light years. Yeah, we need to do a stellar phenomena stream, and maybe we'll get Infoil to join us. What do you think, Infoil?
Yeah, it'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Do you want to join us on stream maybe next weekend, and we'll go look at those void hearts and things? So then we can get most of the way out there using the fleet carrier, and then we'll do the rest with the ships.
If Infel wants, he can sort of put together a sort of the best of the notable
It's like
stellar phenomena.
Infoil doing all the hard
Give
work.
us a tour.
Yeah.
Of course. Now, that is
It take planning, void hearts a good distance away. Planning? Planning us? What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're not good at that.
We're not the best at planning, as you well know. Well, this is pretty though to
Keywords.
see these. What?
Keywords.
There is another stellar phenomena here. I'm going to go and see what that one is.
Oh, and another one at the other Lagrange point.
Yeah.
Of course there is. They work in pairs.
Come in pairs.
3's technically, but
Right, where's the other one? There's this guy. Oh, there's 3 here.
there you go. 10 hours carrier jumping. Crikey, he is further far black.
Crumbs. This
Yeah.
is
No, thank you.
degraded emissions. That's not why it shows.
No.
I
The space,
chose that.
space madness is real.
It's saying degraded emissions.
Well, it is then.
Yeah, there's only 2 there.
Weird. Well, we'll have a look see what this is. So I think we're establishing that the Python Mark II is not really a explorer build. We should have probably brought out the other ship.
Well, any ship is an explorer. You don't need to go jumping long distances to explore.
Okay, that's true, but to get out to places and see them.
Ah, Echo Spark. How do stars prepare for a solar party? They plan it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
Let's have a look at this one. I expect this to be much of the same. Oh crap, what is this? What's here? Whoa! This is a explosion. What happened here? This is not a stellar...
No, it's not, Scoop. It's degraded emissions.
So why does it say notable stellar phenomena in the thing?
It never did.
It does!
No, it
It did
didn't.
actually for a split second.
No, it didn't.
What did it say?
It said
Signal source.
unknown signal source.
Okay, maybe I'm going mad. You drive. I'm going mad. That's it.
Well, it's space madness, you know.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I've got the space madness.
Exploring for like a minute and a half. And
That was all
I
already
needed.
space madness.
It gets
Yeah.
it gets some people quicker.
We're all mad here. I think you might be right. Like, is that too far away? Should we go a bit faster? I mean, maybe this is a useful thing. You just got to get a feel for, like, when to use it and when not to.
The 7-second rule still applies for the
Oh, come on.
for the SEO.
Ah. It'll be just here. There we go. We're nearly there now. Oh yeah, the Type 10 is amazing. I love the Type 10 for exploring. After taking it out to Colonia, like, and for me that was a big deal. Like, for other people, it's like I go there every week. It's like one man's like epic adventure is another man's job. Yeah, I just go there. It's fine. Yeah, I engineered the Type 10 and got pretty good range out of it. But I didn't max it out. Didn't max it out at all. You've still never been? Yeah, I only went there for the Enigma expedition. Oh, this is much the same as the last one.
Makes sense. They're in similar places.
Mm-hmm. What happens if I ram this? It stopped. Oh, crap. So metallic. This actually looks different. These are metal-looking things. So, given that Frontier are all like about the science, did they say how these are formed?
Yeah, they're bug excreta.
Bug excreta.
Yes.
Yellow.
Yes, pretty much.
Oh, kind of looks. Yeah, it looks metallic. I think these the imperfections on here, could they be caused by micrometeorites?
Which they could be, actually.
Or radiation?
Just space dust. I mean, theoretically, they've been there for a while.
Yeah. Well, because the James Webb Space Telescope is in a Lagrange point.
It just says in the wiki, they are created by huge numbers of primordial microorganisms.
Okay. Quite how they're living out here?
That's space things. Aliens.
So what's going on in chat there? Someone's gotten timed out.
Oh, someone calling themselves, well, trying to say they're Jared Huckabee.
Well, obviously they're not.
I
Obviously
did
not.
get that.
This is where we see a tweet from yesterday. How rude are elite players? Actually, no. I'll welcome a tweet from him tomorrow if it is him. Oh, what are these? Balls. Balls. These are little balls.
Space balls.
Yeah, we've literally found space balls.
Oh, yes.
What are they? Mineral spheres. How are they spherical?
Well, theoretically, if they're a really heavy mineral, they
Can collapse
produce a
under their own
very
gravity.
slight gravitational pull. Yeah.
But if it's strong enough to pull them in to make them spherical, all the other stuff will be pulled in as well.
Yeah. Well, maybe all of this stuff just really slowly orbits the stuff.
There's more multiples of them.
It says, again, created by spacefaring microorganisms. They consist of clusters of large sphere-like formations of mineral accretions. The largest spheres in each cluster are likely the oldest, and the clusters may have formed by newer spheres budding off of the older spheres. They cannot be mined.
Why can't they be mined? Not with that attitude.
Yeah.
Face plants.
I think that they cannot be mined is just, you know, all of this should be mineable.
To be fair, if they say it cannot be mined, someone is going to go and try and mine them.
Of course.
And they're not
Exactly.
going to stop until they. Yeah.
Stop making sure.
I think that they should make these mineable, and you can deplete the instance, but then come back and there's more. After a time, will they grow back? You know, similar to the asteroids in EVE Online. But they don't want us to do that because, like, oh no, they were supposed to be here for a long time, and
1,000-year-old weird bacterial thing.
yeah.
Ah, eat it.
You just shot
Oh,
it.
where's the other green thingies? I saw green thingies. There's green thingies.
Scope, you have night vision on. Everything is green.
That's
Yes,
true,
that's
but these are green
correct,
glowy
yes.
thingies.
Ah, those are more green.
Yes. So the rare ones are the lattice mineral spheres. Right. Yeah, see if these get made. We should be able to do something with these.
But they're the same ones, aren't they? You
Yeah,
often
but
find the same
they might
ones,
be different because they're in a different Lagrange point. Oh, how cool would that be, eh?
What you go scan them by hand, take out little samples.
Ah, get off me! Oof.
You say get off me, but it's literally not moving.
Well, I mean, there were some hand missions like that in Star Citizen.
We'll go scan stuff.
Go out to transmitters and things, EVA out and tinker with. So yeah, you know, there's no reason to stop from going out and mining with a little hand laser. That lovely biological multi-tool that we've got should pop out and go get a scan off it.
Yeah, that would be cool. EVA in Elite should be a cool thing we could do.
It should.
Oh, make a mini game where you have to be more careful and approach in a certain way. Yeah, there's loads they could do to add to this. I'm not going to say improve, but like anything you do to make something to add more gameplay to it makes it better. Freelancer, how you doing? Come on, sit down, grab a chair. We're just talking shop, really. Just talking about Elite. Talking about we're on the happy side of the stream now because we had our ranty thing about HellDivers and Sony earlier on.
We did,
So,
yes.
I feel like I've kind of got that out of my system. I left my negative review as the CEO of Arrowhead Studios requested. So I'm doing my parts. So I did that on stream, so you all know that I did it. And I said exactly why I'm leaving that bad review. Exactly why. So nobody should look at that and think for a moment that I've got anything against Arrowhead. They're fantastic guys. But Sony can go do one. Hey, why didn't you say how you really feel, Scott? Oh, come on. Yeah, they should let us do things with these, like mine them or break them apart, or they should find things inside them. Like, why not?
Fly close and they stick to your ship.
Yeah, and then you're stuck. You've got to get the glue rats out.
The space shovel.
Oh my god, I should open a huge maw and eat your ship? Like, there you are just looking at the ball and goes, oh,
No, no, no. Yes.
That would be freaking terrifying. How do they grow? They eat chips. That's boy, I was saying to you. Seeing you and your glorious pythons making me upset. I need to wait for another 2 days. Don't worry. Have patience. Have patience. It will be fine. All I can do to help you in your patience is show you it going zoom zoom. Oh, I'm actually going to do it from third-person camera, actually. Right, shall we do it from there? And blip. Get rid of that. And then we're going to boost. And see what we can see. Can we see anything there? It's weird. Oh yeah, look at these stars going really fast there.
That'd be planets.
Yeah.
That's the entire solar system you just went through.
Yeah, let's see if we can turn around and zoom. What did I zoom past? That was the actual star.
Everything. Yeah, that was the whole solar system.
Okay, let's try again. Let's go. You've waited for the ship for so long. Yeah, we've been talking about that. So like, we want more ships. And Matty, thank you for the follow. We want more ships. I see no reason why we can't have. Oh crap! It's a really nice ship as well. I really like the boost sound. It's got this really nice deep boost sound. Is there a station here? No station here. What about in Rod? What's in Rod? For up, watching the fastest minecart. Future looks bright for musically enhanced announcements. Oh, we gotta work on that. Hopefully, because I don't make those. One of ours, Maldivor, incredibly talented person, has figured out how to get the artificial intelligence to sing.
I'm going to be
for
having
us.
a couple in my next episode as well. Let's put together.
So as soon as we get the patch notes, we'll see if Mal can do that for us. It would be lovely if he could.
Oh, the patch notes.
Yeah. I like the
really love that one.
coming to
Update 18.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I'll play it for you again right now if you want.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So for those who don't know what it is, we have this update 18. We found this way of doing these patch notes. I say we.
Mal, yeah.
Mal did. He's a certified genius when it comes to this stuff. Let me get... Oh yeah, you can't get it up with the patch notes. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. That be why. We find it. Right, so yes, so this is how we think Frontier need to do their patch notes from this point on, really.
Update 18 release
Tell me if
notes.
it's echoing for
Greetings,
you.
Commander.
It is. Let me see if I can fix
And the
that.
war with the Thargoid.
Because right, so there's an issue. This is entirely down to thingy. Hang on a sec. Oh, why do you do this? Oh, it's because it's a system thingy. Let me mute that. Right. This might mute the game. Can you hear the game? Oh,
Yes.
crumbs. You can hear the
Still
game
hear the
still.
game, yeah.
Okay, so let me know because I can't hear this now. Can you hear that?
Update 18 release notes. Greetings, Commander.
Still
And the
echoing.
war with the
be echoing.
Thargoids has entered the end game. This is
Right, the echo thing is really frustrating because it's down to why is it doing that?
Nobody knows.
Mix. I don't want it to mix. Is that why? Right. Can you guys still hear me? Can I hear you?
Can you hear us?
No, that's this monitor mix. Stream mix. I shouldn't be monitoring this. Click to. Oh, drive me at the wall.
The echo did make it very Albert Hawley.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be doing this.
No, it shouldn't.
So I'll hang on. I've got an idea. Hang on, I've got an idea. Right. Then it shouldn't echo because I'm going to do it using media in Discord. Let me find a thing. I'll add an element, a media source, music, and then I'll play it. So then it shouldn't go wrong. But I might need to download the update 18. The things that we do. So I'm doing this on a different computer now. Might be able to do this. Might be able to. Bear with me, everybody.
Wouldn't be a BroCast without audio issues.
Oh, it's just that it's like it drives me up the wall. This stuff drives me up the absolute wall. Paste. Is it too big? Continue. I said do it. Right, it's done that. So let me put this into the thing. So we're going to go to the desktop. Desktop. Update 18. Right. Play. Is it playing?
Update 18 release notes. Greetings, Commander.
Update 18
There's no
has
echo.
arrived.
And the war with the Thargoids
The Thargoids.
has entered the end game.
Oh no! Help us, Brahman!
This update includes an exciting update to the story and several fixes.
30 gigabytes inside.
Features of note. The research has finished and the prototypes have been made.
Prototypes.
A production pipeline has been established. Rescue megaships. Now stock weaponry.
Guardian nanite torpedo pilots. System authority and power. Play agents.
It's the Space Police. They have been supplied with calming tea and soothing music.
Coming tea. Soothing music.
They will now no longer have unprovoked aggressive tendencies.
Patch notes. Patch notes. Update 18 is here.
There you go. No, I couldn't actually hear it myself that time because I had to play it on the stream. It is a fantastic piece of work. But yes, the echo. I don't know why there's an echo. Oh, who's this Viper? Federal agent. Now for French speakers. What? He's clean. What we're doing? Why did we come to this system? Oh, because there's a thing here, a base. Why do I want a base? I wanted something. I can't remember what I wanted now.
You just wanted to go to Rod.
I
Yeah,
did.
you did.
I wanted to go and see. Oh yeah, to fly around and see how fast it was. Oh, the thing is though, the doing Galnet. That's like I think this took a little while to get it working right, because you can't just say, make it in this style and stuff like that. You kind of have to persuade the AI to give you what you want.
Well, if Mal does that again, you could turn it into a very nice patch notes video.
Yes, yeah, that would be cool. To make different patch notes videos with Star Wars style scrolling. Oh, that could work, couldn't it? So you do a Star Wars crawl.
Maybe.
Uh-oh. Go hard or go home.
Back in a sec.
Nah, I buggered this up. It would be cool. I think, like, I think it's okay to have a little bit of fun with your patch notes and anything that's fun like that. It's an opportunity for others outside of the circle that would be your normal player base to find them, to discover them. But then it's effort, isn't it? It's things that you've got to do. Like, even for us to do it, we have to spend effort.
Yeah.
You know, for Frontier to use the AI music production stuff, being a company that makes money, there's an ethical conversation to be had there.
But there's nothing to stop us doing it.
Well, no, not right now. It's not like, well, we've chosen to use the AI as opposed to hiring that massive choir.
Yes,
yeah, it's like,
yes. And it took us, well, it took Mel a little bit of time, but he didn't have to book a whole recording studio with a choir.
But it would be really cool if they did.
It would.
How cool would that be?
Just once.
Well, you've also got, like, you can have voice doubling software that can do harmonies and things. They exist. Right, let's see how good this ship is at, like, being a derp. There's not really much to do with this, though, is there? Let's make sure we can see it. I mean, it's really nimble. Oops, mistakes were made. But apart from me flying like an idiot, you can see this ship handles really well. Oops. That's what happens if you try and just use FA off and you're not good at it. Oh, my shields! How engineered is it? Let's see. So the frameshift drive has been engineered, and it has got a engineered power plant, which I did. But then it's got the thrusters. It comes with grade 5 dirty drives with the drag drive effect. This particular purchasable pack comes with this engineering done to it. I did the frameshift drive. So I added the increased range with Mass Manager. So I did that bit just to get the range that I wanted. And I also did the power plant. I got that up to grade 1 overcharge with Monster. That's all that Felicity could do. If you can upgrade everything on it, basically. And unlike the current grade C SCO drive, you can engineer this. Yes, it will be purchasable with credits later. Yes, although it will be a while. You will have to wait a while because they're keeping this as an ARX purchasable game for a little bit. Purchasable game, shit, my god. It's a really great ship though. 7th of August. Thanks, Matty boy. Yeah, so you will be able to buy it in game after 7th of August, but until that time, so as of next week, you'll be able to get it with ARX. And like I've said before, ships for ARX I don't really mind so much, you know, because it's not like it's mega expensive, and I'm a little bit one foot in anyway with Star Citizen, so not really. Oh. Yeah, you. I really can't say anything. Oh, Frontier shouldn't do this when I've already bought ships and Star Citizen with the same mindset to keep development going, right? So it funds the game continuing. Do not engineer modules you plan on swapping out. Yeah, because you can't swap them out.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, so if you put in a module, if you engineer a module that you get with the ship, you will, if you lose it, or if you want to transfer it, then your engineering will be gone. Oops. Done it again. Like, I seem to be failing miserably at slowing down for things anymore. So that's going to be videos that people will make, advising people on how to do this. Oh, this is a ditty little ship. Research vessel. Like, this would be cool. Imagine you could own these, right?
Looks like a No Man's Sky freighter, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or imagine you can own these. You can own your own fleet of these and send them out and fund an expedition and go out and meet them. Maybe they send you missions and say, we need supplies. Can you bring us some supplies? Like, how cool would that be? That this ship would be one of your fleet of larger ships, and you are their daddy warbucks. So you own the ship, and you can paint them, color them. They fly your flag. You know, you become the yeah, like you can in No Man's Sky. And just like in No Man's Sky, did you realize when you send out your ships in No Man's Sky, you can actually rendezvous with them? They are where they say they are. But like in this, you could say, I want you to go out here and find me Earth-like worlds. And they will go out there, you give them a bunch of money and resources, and they'll go out there and they will find some things for you. How well they do will depend on how well they're funded. And how will buying it work? Where would you go to collect it? I don't know. I don't know, but maybe there is an agency that you can go to, just like you can with your fleet carriers. You wouldn't fly these yourself, is my thought. Maybe you can dock with them. Maybe, hey Jack, how you doing, bud? So maybe you can dock with them and land, but then again, they don't have much of a way of a docking bay. So I guess it's once you're in, you're in. Well, how cool would it be to like this? For you to know this is mine, and I'm going to protect this ship and repair it if need be, or send people from your squadron out, or maybe you can repair them like other people's ships. You can repair them. This is very, very similar to the ship out of 2001, isn't it?
Well, yeah, as Meltus just said in chat, that's why it's bone.
Ah, right. I see. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Would that be a cool thing? I would like that.
That would be cool.
Like, 'cause I don't have to fly every damn ship, but what if like, so my ship is out in the black, and it needs help. So then I'll go out and find it.
Because the ship will say, "What are you doing, Dave?"
Yeah.
Good luck getting in the pod base.
Well, maybe it's EVA, and then you can go in through an airlock.
Yeah, it would be very, very cool indeed.
So here, like, so, or maybe this is an engineering section, but say there is a docking collar here. So you would have to dock with the docking collar. That looks like a docking collar there. So you dock with the docking collar, and let's see, what would it even look like? And then maybe it'd be at the bottom, wouldn't it? Because that's where your your SRV bay. So you would line it up with a hologram the same way. I know this is pie in the sky stuff. You'd line it up with the hologram, and then dock with it, and then you could get out through. You'd go get out your chair, go to the SRV bay. Oh crap! Hang on. You'd get out through the SRV bay and go down into the ship, and then you're in. Or maybe it's just a transition. Oh, hello. Maybe it's just a transition like we have right now. I mean, I wouldn't say no to that if we have no other alternative. So your ship is attached, and then you can go and drop off stuff, or you transfer the cargo that way as well. So transfer the things that they needed, the foods and everything, medicines. You get a message saying, we went out to where you said, but then we got sick. Can you fly out there? All right, I'll come out and bring you some medicines. You bring a Type 9 full of medicines and stuff. This is your guys doing science for you. I would do that. And then any exploration that they did, any planets that they found, well, they're yours. I guess it would mean that there would be a bit of a rush on them. Yeah, we're having a party. Please bring meat and Pringles. Oh, Pringles. Brandy. We're out of Pringles as well. Bring Pringles. Yeah. But who thinks that would be a good idea? It's a massive galaxy, right? We have to find these planets ourselves. You see one of these ships? You see one of these ships in a system that aiming towards a planet? You're going to race them to it, aren't you? Ability to colonize. Or maybe what about that? There's other ships that are colonization ships, and you send them out there. So you find planets. You could colonize any planets that you find yourself, or that your squadron finds. How about that? Make squadrons useful. And then you fund an expedition out there, and things could happen. The ships could get damaged, and so maybe you send a support frigate with them as well. Costs a fortune, but they're your bases on the planet's surface. When you get there, it's your, like, you get a piece of the pie for anything that happens out there. And as part of the terraforming, maybe that's it. Maybe the terraforming takes ages. You've got to keep running supplies back and forth. That would be cool. Yeah, it costs billions, huge amounts of time transporting. Wouldn't that be cool? You're supporting the outposts yourselves, because think about it. The powers supports the outposts in the bubble. They're all supported by. There is a support network that goes on. They don't, live off their own backs. So you have to support them. And if you don't, if you can't support them, over time they go into a degraded state. And then eventually everybody abandons the colony. Would that be cool? What kind of server hardware programming would this require? A ship like that might be interested. Is it worth £10 a month to help out? It would certainly make the game a bit deeper, wouldn't it? There's the BGS mechanics which could be used for the terraforming mechanics. There you go. There's already mechanics in the game that could be either enhanced or used as a template. But so the long and the short of it is, let's say we're out in the middle. No, we're out in the middle of the black, really far away from everywhere. I mean, forget the fact where we are. But so we've flown out to our science ship because it's in trouble. So that's what we do. We go and say, we're going to say, how you doing? Is everything all right out there? And they say, yeah, we had some trouble with our engines. We can't jump any further. Can you have you brought the engine parts that we need? Yeah, I brought them. There you go. And then they go off on their way again. Build your own superpower. Like, you've got players with billions and billions of credits, right? It does nothing. Make it so that it does something. So you start off the game, you're a lowly commander working for the Pilots Federation, and then you get yourself a fleet carrier. Currently, fleet carriers are end game kind of stuff. What if this is the true end game? Your own fleet of freighters, your own fleet of science vessels, colonization, base building vessels, support frigates. You got like 100 ships in your fleet, all going off doing all sorts of different things. And then you find out that there's a cool planet somewhere and there's a bit of a race going on. Whether that would ever happen, I don't know. You get messages from your exploration ship that I found a cool Earth-like world. This looks like this could be quite a profitable one. Do you want me to head back with the data? You say, not yet, keep exploring. You send them a message in your support ship console. Like, so in here, maybe, or over here, there'll be a thing for your consoles, for your support ships. Or you get out, you see, you go into your captain's quarters, and you've got a different console in there for managing your fleet and your business. Just saying, you know. That would be a reason to have, like, 'cause you don't need that stuff for actually flying the ship, but for managing your empire, you've got your captain's quarters with a console there for doing that stuff. And for running your BGS, how about that? You've got a BGS tab with all the systems where you've got influence and wars that are going on. You can see them, see how well you're doing at a glance from your captain's quarters. Ah, come on, this is gold. Frontier, you get this stuff out of my head for free. There you go. I don't want a penny from all this. This is all stuff that would be really helpful. Right now, people have to run spreadsheets and do this. But ideally, you'd be doing this yourself. You'd be doing this yourself. You'd be getting out of your chair. You're not flying the ship. I'm going to do a bit of admin. It's available on the station as well when you've landed, or it's available in your fleet carrier. Yeah, it'd be a paid expansion like Odyssey. There'd be a door. Like, say we don't even... Oh, my God, please let us have this, right? So, you get out of your chair. You're in the cockpit. You walk through the door, and then to your right is your captain's quarters, and there's a corridor that goes down the middle of the ship, depending on the size of the ship. And then at the end is the airlock. And that's where you go to deploy. And then you've got maybe a room for cargo, and you can see the cargo you've got. It can all be expanded upon. Costs money, though. Do not get me wrong. Like, it's easy to talk about this stuff. It's very difficult to implement. BGS at a glance, right? Shut up and take my money. Take my money. It's like BGS at a glance, so you could see the state of your BGS. How big is my empire right now? Who am I having wars with? Who do I need to contact to say, we don't really want to have a war with another player faction? Let's set up some diplomacy channels. Or maybe you do. Who can we go after? You know, you got these neighboring things. A star map showing your BGS. How about that? We've had it for far too long where it's only just the powers. Heck, I'd skip having hot water for a month for this. Melter. Then you wouldn't be Melter, would you? Because wouldn't have any hot water. They could hijack Stellaris and add that elite as an expansion. And it's crying out for it, really, isn't it? And considering that, like, a lot of the players... So this becomes another pillar of the game, right? The expansion pillar. Right, so you've got your mining, your combat, your piracy, hunting, trading. What's the other stuff? There was always like 4 pillars, wasn't there? Mining, trading, bounty hunting,
obviously.
Exploring, right. So then you got this 5th pillar, which is expansion. And you're responsible for your all of your own settlements that you found. Tycooning. Cyber Whiskey. Thank you for the follow. That's a great name, Cyber Whiskey. I approve. I don't have any whiskey in the house, though. But how cool would that be? An expansion that adds interiors and a reason to explore, I would pay. That would give you a reason to explore. You would want an area that's perhaps not too far away. So it would make a secondary outer bubble, wouldn't it? So you've got the bubble where the powers are. You have a secondary bubble around that where it is productive to have your ships going backwards and forwards and bringing you things. So that would make an outer layer. I mean, you would obviously have some commanders that send their ships out really far, You get riches beyond your wildest dreams. Maybe you send out a mining frigate as well, and autonomously start mining materials and store them for you over time. It might take a month. You fill that mining ship's hold, and then bring it back. You're doing stuff in the bubble for the powers and everything, and you've got your business running stuff. And right, bring that all back, and then you go and sell it. Echo, you take care, matey. Yeah, take my arcs. Exactly, right? But it's like adding so much more to the game, and I know that would take server time. But like, you'd be able to fly out to your mining frigate, which would be sat inside a ring, wouldn't be doing too much. Like maybe you've got some ships out there doing some mining. All the mining ships there, like NPCs, and just coming back. Baba guy, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, what's that, Father Bill? There's an allegiance tab in the squadron tool to give current situation of your BGS player faction. Yeah, but who uses that? Who uses that? It should be in game, I guess, is my point. So you got your squadron management. Bring that in game. Have it all in game. Have it at your so even if you are a normal pilot, you get out your seat, you go to the captain's ready room, and you bring up the squadron tab, the squadron that you're a member of, and the standing orders that you've been given by the person who's in charge of the BGS. So you like, and then you can set that location as a location in the ship. Get up, get into your pilot seat, and off you go. Can you do this in X Games? Yes, you can. But what's that? Gives you only... Yeah, it's not in-depth enough. I would imagine it's not in-depth enough. You want it to be a really neat way of getting an at-a-glance and a deep dive, at times, into what's happening. It's an in-game tool. Where is it? What are you talking about, Father Bill? It's in-game. Where is it in-game?
By the codex. And the carrier overview.
Squadron name. I don't have a squadron. I'm in...
Oh, it's your other account, I guess.
Ah, right. But, okay, so if I browse squadrons and I say Starstone.
They might not exist in the beta. See?
Was it Starstone?
Yeah.
Starstone Enterprises, but they probably don't exist in the beta, you see.
Yeah, it won't exist in the beta because your El Scorpius isn't in. Well, El Scorpius doesn't run the
Scorpius
squadron.
is in. He is. It should be.
Yeah, but
in the
of
beta.
course he is. He's Gwydion's lackey. But the thing is, why would squadrons exist in the beta of an unreleased version of the game?
No, because it's using the same data. Like I guess we killed Goids. This is a squadron.
No, it seems to be only the people who are in the beta. Their squadrons are there.
Ah, so
right.
If you have a squadron,
So the Dark Wheel only has 5 members there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So if I was in the beta, it would show up as
right.
Because technically it's mine.
The lube. Let's use better equipment. All right. So they made. So I could make my own squadron here. Create a squadron. BroCast. ID. BroCast. Oh, this is their stupid ticker idea, wasn't it? I thought, right, there's only so many. Oh my god.
Scorp, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I know, but like.
Yeah.
Bro 1.
Just call it bro.
Power. We have to align ourselves to a power. I guess we are. No, it's independent. We are probably, if anything, are we Empire? We're independent, aren't we?
We're independent, yeah.
But it's saying you have to align yourself to a power.
You don't. None.
None. Okay, if none is an option. Create squadron. It costs 10 million credits. Okay. Create squadron. It won't let me. I've not selected a power. This can be done later.
Oh. You need to align it with a player minor faction, maybe. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Where's
We
that?
can test. We can have a look at it next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, next week we'll be back in the normal game. We won't be in the beta next week. But like the whole thing with the squadron, it's neglected, and it needs. I think it needs to be a bit better. But I love the idea of having another room where all of your admin stuff is done.
We need squadron owned things, and squadron upkept things.
Yeah.
Things that can be done as a community.
Yeah, they're not taking new player manufacturing applications. That's true. They stopped doing that a few months ago, didn't they? They created new squadrons in the beta. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. You would like base building, starting maybe with a material mining base. Yes, how cool would that be? You mine for materials that you want. And then you've got... So right now, no, you've got to gather it yourself. You got to pick it up yourself, put it in your pocket. Why? Look at this. This is civilization.
That would make
right
sense.
here. Let me have
you
employees.
You set up a mining base. You supply it with all the money or the equipment that it needs, and then it slowly creates manufactured materials.
Yeah, how cool
Or
would
it slowly
that be?
creates war materials because it's a mining base.
Yeah. And it does it maybe a bit slowly, but like you can go pick them up. And you could even have it so that your engineering pockets are a lot larger, but you need to use those materials for other things. I don't know. Like, we can suggest all this stuff. It doesn't mean it's
Or
ever
you
going to
could
happen.
sell your mats. Like the same thing they have with the bartender.
Yeah.
You have one player that is like, a couple players that are really into the game and they like, they go and mine all the materials and make all the materials and stuff like that. And then they go and sell them for huge prices. Well, not huge, but, competitive prices. And then the people who don't want to do the grinding and stuff, they can just buy it.
Right, so, yeah, don't get me started on the whole the bartender. Shouldn't be a bloody bartender.
Oh, yeah.
It should.
No, it shouldn't.
It should be someone like Arkwright out of what's it called? It should be like a shop owner who can get you things.
Arkwright, yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a bar owner, because I tell you what, right? If he's running a bar on my fleet carrier, open all hours, thank you.
Yeah.
If he's running a bar on my ship and he's doing a side hustle like that, he's fired. He should be running the damn bar. He should be looking after the patrons.
If he's running a bar and doing a side hustle, I better be able to profit from that side hustle, as well as get a drink from his bar.
As well as get a sodding drink, yeah. Oh, sorry, what do you want? Do you want some graphene? You can find, but you get another bartender who does exactly
Just
the
as
same
shady.
thing.
It's clones.
It does exactly the same thing.
It could also be like one of those things where you can pay extra to hire like one of your crew members, and this crew member has like strange backdoor connections that you can profit from.
Yeah.
He knows where to source things and stuff like that.
I do think like having crew, like fighter pilots and things like that, I think you should be able to manage a roster and have loads of them, but they all do different things. Like an engineer, like an engineering engineer, he's on your ship at the back, you don't see him, don't talk to him, but he makes your ship run better. And a science person makes it so that you can scan things easier. And then when you dock at a station, they can come out and do things. You can move in between ship and ship.
What they could also, I mean, now that you say this, what they could also do is just, you could say the more people you employ in your carrier, the more efficiently it runs.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have like 50 engineering staff who are watching the frameshift drive, you have like 5-minute jumps. And if you have like one, it takes like an hour.
What you mean on your fleet carrier?
On your fleet carrier, yeah.
Yeah, so that means, okay, so that justifies some of the upkeep that you got to have, because you want it to be good.
You're gonna have like 50 million credits upkeep if you want the short jumps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then I'm also thinking about on your ship. Like, seriously, this ship needs a crew. This Python should have a crew. Right, you should have at least 2 people on board this ship, 2 extra people who are doing work. One in the engine room, somebody repairing things, maybe a medic. Right, I don't see a reason why not. No, I'm just me. No matter how big my ship is, I'm not commander. I'm a pilot. I'm just piloting a thing around. Anaconda, it's just me on that thing. Don't worry about me. I've just got a massive anaconda around me. Just me on there. But you would want a weapons officer. You would want a secondary pilot who can fly for you. Also, if I'm doing multi-crew, can't I have someone else fly the ship? Please? Let me take any role on the ship. It doesn't have to be...
Yeah, I mean, it's
the
the equivalent of sailing a super tanker on your own.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how
insane
unsettling that would be long term?
Yeah. Right, I'm going to see how far we are back to Days Associates, because we're getting close to, oh my goodness, it's 11:15.
Yeah, it is.
And all I'm doing now is rambling and ranting. I do hope, though, that some of the...
Tenerife?
I do hope that some of the
There's a planet
messages...
system there called Tenerife.
Where?
Where you are.
Is
back at Rods. Let's go back to where you were.
No,
just
Tenerife!
Yes. And why is the Ming Fu system permit locked? Tenerife.
You don't think it's possible to have your ship flown by someone else and leave you on a planet's surface? They should do the same thing that they do with Star Citizen. If your ship is somewhere else and you're not and you don't want to be on it anymore, then you get to choose. Do you spawn back at the last station you're at, and then
you can just call an Apex?
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe you're out in the black. But I think they're worrying far too much about that, and the gameplay benefits they far outstrip anything to worry about. Is Tenerife Spanish for Raxler?
Well, apparently it's got an Earth-like world, a water world, and an ammonia world in it.
Yeah. Oh, mass lots. We're still mass lots. Oh crap! I need it.
Oh no, hang on, no. That's just its zones. Just its zones.
I tell you, right?
I don't know what it's actually got in it.
So for all of its all of its perceived problems, and I do think there's room for all the games. But once you've flown ships in Star Citizen and you've got one of your mates just taking over and flying it for you while you prepare to do something else, you are totally spoiled. It's like there's been many times that that I didn't fancy flying the ship. I just let Connor fly it. It's my ship. Ship interiors we can decorate. Yes, please. Give me my room. Let me put posters of things up on the walls. Are we getting A-class SEOs? I think all ships get them. All ships are getting in the beta right now.
In the beta, all ships can fit them. But the Python 2 is the only ship that has the sort of wiggly physics while you activated it be just still.
Mm-hmm. Well,
all the other
there.
ships still wiggle around. It's still there, but it's very very controlled.
I need to fuel up. Yeah, so the A-rated SEO drives are going to be a thing. Come on, fill up. Need the petrol. Oh my goodness, that's all right, we're done. I'm I'm optimistic about the future of Elite with the way that things are going, because I guess, if for no other reason, some progress is better than no progress. But I will not sugarcoat stuff. You know, and while I do support Frontier, I'm not going to just say everything they do is wonderful. I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is I don't think they're the baddies. They're certainly not Sony. WeJet, thank you for the sub. And they're certainly not EA, and they're certainly not Activision. I don't think they want to do things that are bad. I think right now they just need to make some money.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a shock to the system, isn't it? Because like we're like, but they've never done that before. They haven't put the price up. Yeah, but they haven't been trying to make money before. They thought that they got this covered.
Now, Tenerife's just got 2 stars in it, apparently, which, if you've ever been to Tenerife, actually makes sense with the heat there.
Have they got a Fortaventura?
No, it's just 2 stars, nothing else.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in Alberta, Vulcarius. I've never been to that one.
Exactly, WeJet. Exactly. They should have done more with the store ages ago.
They should have.
Well, it's not a very big star. So I'm not going to complain too much about the prices. If they take the piss, I will complain. I will not sugarcoat it. But I don't
They should
think
have a lot more stuff, and it should be cheaper.
More
so
stuff.
They sell by volume rather than
it doesn't
small
cost them.
premium things.
It doesn't cost them stock. You know, they're not going to worry about storage. Because that's the other thing. Like storage, like storing your stock in real life can be a massive factor on your costs.
Yes.
In relation to, there's going to be 2 ways that you can get the Python next week. There's one pack that is like, what is it, 16,500, or it may have gone up, I don't know. There's 2 packs. One is cheaper, that is just the Python, with like the E-rate stuff. And there's one pre-built ship that you can buy that has everything A-rated.
That's what I'm in right now.
Yeah. The red one is the more expensive one.
But it comes with the ship kit, which you can transfer to any other Python Mark II as well. And the paint you can transfer as well, so you don't lose that. You can only have one of that particular Python Mark II at any time. So, but I mean, you might be right. We'll have to see. They will have put the price up for a reason. You know?
I think it's a bit counterproductive. I mean, if you want people to buy your stuff, you know, raising the prices is not a great way to do it.
The timing is just poor, that's all.
Yeah.
And it's not on everything. That's the other thing. Not everything's gone up. I think they just raised some of the cheaper stuff. We'll have to. I've not done a comparison. Don't get me wrong. I've not compared this. Not done any maths. But some stuff still seems cheap. So maybe
in comparison to other games, where they have cosmetics, the Elite store is actually not that expensive. But of course, we don't compare it to other games. We compare it to what it is, what it was previously, and what it is now.
Yeah. But you know, I'm still in the same mindset of I'm still supporting Frontier. I do think that the only way that Elite is going to survive is if players that continue to play offset their burden on the system. While they're having fun, there is a burden on the system by paying a little extra. Think of it as if you're a member of a sports club, right? You play tennis or any kind of game. You have to pay every month, right? You enjoy your tennis, you enjoy your squash, golf. You have to pay for every game you play. What Elite is you paid once to get through the door, and you can play forever. That's not how the world works. Because with a golf course, there is upkeep. They have to pay to keep those greens nice. For squash, they're running the building, I suppose, and they've got insurances and things like that they have to pay for. And tennis, you've got tennis courts. There's I guess tennis courts are cheaper, but still, there's all sorts of things going on. Hey, G Bison. But basically, you don't get that stuff for free. There are some free tennis courts and things, but they are normally run by the council, and you pay for that with your bloody council tax. Still not free. So I would say the fact that we've had Elite Dangerous with just the price of entry for so long is
10 years.
Yeah, a massive oversight by Frontier.
Yeah. And all right, we've got multiple copies of the game. I've got 3.
I'll give that a watch. I've got 3.
Yeah.
So, with the Spoon and Beetlejuice did a video about the price change. I'll give that a watch. In fact, can you post a link in chat, Wintermute, for people? Oh my goodness! Can you imagine? Right, Matty Boy, yeah. What people are forgetting: if Elite was owned by EA, Microsoft, Activision, Ubisoft, we would have lost this game 3 years ago.
We would.
You are not wrong.
Yeah.
We had that real lull. In fact, I would wager, I would go one further. We'd have lost it 5 years ago.
Probably.
Because there was a massive lull in content, wasn't there?
Yeah. Galnet disappeared, and there was a lull in
At the same time, if Elite had a different publisher that was not, like, if Elite was published by Coffee Stain or something like that, then it might be another story. You know, Coffee Stain would obviously be edging them to do extra stuff and funding the extra stuff to be done, and Elite probably would be in a different place right now.
Yeah.
For better or worse, but probably for better.
Well, that's the difference between different publishers. You see, they're taking a gamble on this. When a publisher like Sony just chips in and says, "No, you must sign in with our launchers," then that's just them. I think they're just money grubbing at that point. So, some publishers put a ton of money into the game development, though, so you have to bear that in mind, and they want their money back. Which is why No Man's Sky launched early. Sony wanted their money back, or they wanted to see some return on the investment. So there's that. Thanks for the interview. Antika, you're a beta player, so for a long time would definitely pay a small server fee each month. I think if it's a you got 11,000 hours in game, nearly 12,000. My goodness, I thought I had a lot. I got 7 whole hours. Yeah, Frontier have not really helped themselves in this. So when it's cheap for the longest time, then suddenly they catch up and make it like more expensive. It's a shock to the system. You're not supposed to do big shocks. You're supposed to do small incremental things. Have they learned nothing? We've never got an Odyssey. Yeah, they would have shit canned it. They would have taken a look at how it was and said, "No, we're not publishing this." How you doing, Tripper? Kaite, you take care, my friends. We're going to be finishing up soon anyway. I'm going to land back at Days Idiots. It's the first time this account's been in Days Idiots for ages. This is the beta going to Days Idiots. Why am I doing this? This is probably...
Also have it.
Yeah, true. This is probably the last time that we're going to be in the beta. So next Sunday, the update will be out. Oh, is my carrier here? Is Starsim 1 here? Are they in?
You filtered out fleet carriers.
Yeah, I've just put it back in. Let's see if the carrier's here.
Doesn't look like it.
Nope. No, they're not here. So there's no carriers.
I have seen a carrier in the beta.
I suppose it depends on when the snapshot.
So it's maybe just
somewhere else.
It's maybe it might just be the carriers.
He says no carriers.
Really? Okay.
Right.
I remember seeing someone land on a carrier though. Maybe I'm remembering wrong.
Well, like our carriers aren't here. So that suggests that no carriers are here. Ah, L Scorpius's carrier isn't here. And I'm in the Ask Scorpius account. So maybe they didn't bring the carrier over.
Oh, question for you.
Yeah,
chat
that's
there.
my
Okay.
thinking.
We've got that. So you guys, I played Elite before Odyssey and enjoyed it a lot. I'm not really into ground action, but loved the space, community, and online activity there. Is it worth coming back to into vanilla servers if they are still alive? They are still active. The vanilla servers are still active. If you don't want to do any of the Odyssey stuff, yeah, come.
Yeah, I think Horizon still exists, doesn't it? But it's a static, non-evolving galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, if you don't want to do the on-ground stuff, on-foot stuff, I would say still come back into Odyssey, because you can still fly around and you get the advantages of all the new ships, the new SRV. Do you do stuff on planet surfaces? Like, even if you don't want to run around, you've got the Scorpion tank, and yeah, that's kind of cool. And everything else that comes out is going to be based on the Odyssey branch. So I would suggest coming back into Odyssey. No, Odyssey will be locked off.
Yeah, the other one is it's frozen when they created it, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's also
it's a legacy version. Yes,
yeah.
Horizon's legacy. Yes.
Oh, Horizon's 4.0 is parallel to Odyssey's 4.0. There you go. That's
right.
Somebody who knows way more.
It's when it was created. So yeah.
Hmm. Right, I'm going to dock, and then we'll do a raid of somebody and see who is playing some Elite, and send you all over there, because you've been a lovely lovely group tonight. Absolutely wonderful. We've had great comments, great questions. It's been fantastic. Really, really enjoyed it tonight. Even though I wasn't doing an awful lot exciting stuff, you've all been there, you've all been chatting. This is what it's all about, especially when we get to have really in-depth conversations about things and talk about what we want, not what we don't want. That's so much more powerful, I think. So much more powerful, and that makes it so nice to run a stream like this. Oh, I'm getting wrong way. I'm giving you the Python MK2 fix until next week. Where's the door?
If you look at the green thing, you see.
I was looking at the green thing. I see the arrow.
Spoiled rotten kids today, aren't they?
Oh, I do fist that up a little
We
bit.
didn't have things like that when I first played.
Well, the laterals are pretty good on this as well.
Mm.
It's just a really maneuverable ship, and I've not even got 4 pits or engines. Right, pad 38. How nimble this is. I am in love with this ship. It is a fantastic ship.
Landing gear deployed.
I think this is going to be for missions and things. Unless I need to do loads of cargo, this is going to be my daily driver. Top speed is, well, because this one's got A-rated, I think it was like 550, something like that. I can't remember. But
It was over 500.
yeah, it was pretty quick for a medium ship.
The original.
Yeah. The original what? Original? What are you talking about?
Delete. Trying to find the original in the docking.
I see. Right. Back in my day, it was harder. You kids today don't know you're born. Stop it with that nonsense.
In Elite Dangerous, it was harder at the start as well.
Oh,
They put
who
these extra
cares?
assists on.
No one cares. Nonsense. Right. We're going to either Lex Lagger or Stargoid. Who do you think?
Lex Lag has been streaming for 6 hours.
All right, Stargoid probably. Because last time we did this, like you turned up and like, oh, I'm just finishing my stream.
We were raiding them, yes,
Right.
minutes.
All right, so chat always gets a veto, so you're saying Lex. Okay, we'll do Lex. Let's go to Lex Lagger. Right, so it doesn't look like they're going to be quitting anytime soon. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, get your hashtag BlameAscorbiuses in chat. We're going to raid Lex Lagger because, like I said, chat always gets veto. So have a good time, fly aimlessly, look after yourselves, and I'll see you next week. We're going to be playing some more Elites. Might do a midweek stream. I want to do some more Void Crew. Really enjoyed Void Crew.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. So everyone take care of yourselves. I mean this. I'll see you next week. Have a good time. Fly aimless. And you've been wonderful. Bye-bye for now.
You know, it's a who cares scenario. Yeah.